Hello everyone, and welcome to another lovely stream on this Sunday morning. I guess it's Sunday evening for some of you. Today we're going to be playing we're going to finish the Gone of the Headwind scenario in Railway Empire. And then afterward we're going to go play, I'm going to try to finish Conduct Deluxe as well. So this is going to be a sort of a dual stream today, just trying to finish things up. Thank you gods for the 3-month subscription. And let's go to the game. Okay, so let's go. I'll go load up the game right now, and I'll just do a little overview of what happened last time, in case you guys have forgotten. Turn up the music here. Hold on here. Okay. All right, so we are in the very last part of this scenario, Gone of the Headwind. The intention of this scenario is that we are trying to woo our competitor, Scarlett O'Hara, she has her little railway over here. And we've been shipping candies, jewelry, and now for the last part of the scenario, we need to finish these two tasks down here. We've already got this company value thing, so that's all taken care of. We don't have to worry about that. Oh, and I don't want to meet an industry in Knoxville. We'll just go around on the map and just do a little overview of what we're going to do, and then we'll reload the game. So, not too worried about the time moving here. So, the most urgent goal by the end of 1857, about 2 years from now, we need to connect 10 cities each with a population of at least 60,000. And later on, we're going to have to start delivering evening dresses to Chicago. That last task for evening dresses is pretty straightforward. So evening dresses, we do last time on the stream, I did actually manage to build a dressmaker which builds these evening dresses. It takes in chemicals and clothing. And fortunately, we do have clothing that is coming out of Louisville, because we have a cloth factory and a clothing factory. So clothing can get shipped down from Louisville down to Nashville. The problem here is chemicals. And chemicals, you're going to need a chemical plant that converts coal into chemicals. And we do have a coal mine here, but this one's currently being used for jewelry. And I'm not really in any sort of inkling to take this guy and use that for dresses. However, fortunately for us, way over in the east, some private dude, some private industry opened their own chemical factory over here. I'm probably going to buy him out in a sec. But we also have a coal mine south of Cleveland way over here. So we basically need to what I'm probably going to do later on, maybe not now, but to get that last goal, we're going to transport coal up to Cleveland and then build a long-ass line, it's probably around this whole thing, all the way down to Nashville. So that'll be fun to build. God says 2 years to connect 4 more cities. Gulp. Not really, because we're making bank right now. You can see we're making 5 million. Our profits are... quarterly profits is well in excess of 3 million right now. So it's more of a case that we just need to focus on growing cities. And God says, does this 1857 goal mean it needs to be done by January 1st, 1857 or December 31st? No, it's the end of the year. So December 31st. So we do actually have a little more than 2 full years to complete this goal. Now let's go, so right now it says that we have 6 cities already connected that are 60,000. Let's go count those up right now. We do have Indianapolis, which is mainly our competitor city here. Louisville is also humongous. Geez, almost 160,000 there. Nashville is one that is not quite, it's almost at 60,000. I think if we ship some more other goods, we got a coal farm, or not coal farm, that makes no sense. A corn farm over here, we could ship that into Nashville, or some milk. Memphis is also one we could try growing as well. There is grain from that we can ship into Memphis from here, and then it'll produce beer, which is really good for growing cities. And we can actually ship that beer over also to Nashville, so there'll be 2 markets there. So Memphis and Nashville will definitely focus on those. So that's 2 additional cities. All these other cities we have down here are mainly grown as well, so Montgomery is 80,000, Atlanta's 122,000, and Jacksonville is 71,000. So these are all fine. One other city that we can grow is Augusta, which is currently growing right now. Actually, we can probably build an industry here, so that might help a little bit. We haven't started shipping grain into Augusta, so that might be good for getting some beer into there. Actually, let me think here. We have this industry slot available. I wonder what kind of industry we can go build, because there's not really much else around here. There's a cotton factory there, but that's going to our weaving factory in Atlanta anyway. We could have another clothing. Oh, no, apparently somebody built a cheese factory. A dairy farm. So I missed my opportunity there. Well, we're going to reload the game anyway, so maybe I'll choose something else. Actually, I'm not sure why that person built a cheese farm or a cheese factory there, because there's the closest milk is way over here. So whoever started that factory is not a very good businessman. So yeah, Augusta is definitely a potential. That only leaves us with 3 additional cities we can focus on. So we still need a 10th city to connect to. And for that one...
Luck is for beginners and dreamers.
Oh, shush. I'm trying to woo you. For the 10th city, we can cheat a little bit. Because the competitor, our competitor Scarlet, has already expanded to several cities. A lot of these are just... They're not quite at 60,000, but there is... Columbia way over here, which is actually doing pretty well. It's already at 94,000. So for this, all we need to do is connect a city. We don't even need to run a line. So we'll just probably cheat and connect this line from Indianapolis across the map to Columbia, build a station there, and then win the game that way. So yeah, that is the plan. So let's get this started. I'm gonna load the game, and we're gonna start back in October. Go back 3 months. And, yeah. Oh. Okay, so let's go focus on Augusta first, because that one... Actually, Augusta's already growing. I think Augusta's fine. We want to start growing Memphis, because Memphis is our smallest city that has potential here. And we also want to start building lines up to Nashville. I'm actually thinking... I think milk is being accepted in Nashville right now. Yep. So what I'm thinking is... Probably, instead of 1 freight line, we'll probably have 2 separate freight lines. One of them will go up here via this dairy farm here to Nashville. The other one will go south and to this corn farm. That way, this line down here will feed corn to both cities, and same thing with this one up here. It'll feed milk into both cities as well. Though right now Memphis is probably too small to accept milk, but eventually it will. So we're basically thinking ahead here. In addition to this, we're going to build probably a line up here to connect the grain so we can get some beer moving along these 2 lines as well. So let's get this started. We already have a station in Nashville. This large one here. There's a track available. But I'm going to leave this alone because I want to save a track here for our line that goes from Cleveland to sending our long haul chemicals. So we're going to build a brand new station in Nashville. It's going to be right next to it, if I can fit it. Do I remember we built some industries here, so this might actually be a bit difficult to do. We could do this, actually. Because, yeah, you can see there's some red blocks there. That basically indicates that there are buildings there. So actually trying to fit the tracks through here might not be the greatest idea. So I'm actually going to build it like this, because we're not going to extend the track any further eastward. So it's going to be terminating here, and this will be all for westward traffic. Okay, let's build some more stations. So let's build a regular train station in this cornfield here. Okay, and then same deal, we're gonna... Actually, I'm actually thinking maybe this should just be all one line, because that would be a lot simpler. Actually, hold on, let's see if we can straighten this out. This station does have quite a range, so I'm actually gonna build it out there.
You've strengthened your hand considerably with this station.
Let's blow up this one, and let's see how far we can move it out like this. That's actually pretty far. So let's do that.
You're constantly expanding your business, huh?
Okay, so it looks like I can probably get away with just one freight line instead of two. So this will actually make it a little bit simpler. Okay, let's go to Memphis. We're going to build a large train station. Actually, no, probably a regular one, because now we just have one line to Nashville and one line for the grain. We could also grab that fruit too, but actually, I'll probably build a regular train station there as well to grab both the grain and fruit. Okay, so let's build here. Actually, do you want to... Maybe I should try to align it to the...
I see you've placed new stations on the playing field.
Okay. Okay, let's start off with getting the grain into Memphis. I'm going to use this track here. And we're going to bridge across. Okay, notice there's actually a little bit of a very steep mountain here. I think we're going to tunnel through this, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just cut through it. Yeah, it looks like it's allowing me to just cut through that little foothill there, so that's fine. Oh, no, there isn't. Nope, there is a tunnel. It's a very, very small tunnel there. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to build that. Let's double this track. And again, because I have bridges and tunnels here, you're going to see a discount in the parallel track section. And that discount only applies to, again, bridges and tunnels. Because those are pretty expensive on their own. If I didn't have that discount, it would be quite difficult to build them. Okay, we got our track there. I'm going to build all the track first, and then we'll add signals and supply towers and all that in one go. Okay, let's go to the dairy farm. We'll use the other track this time. Then we're going to go here. I think actually I want to go on this track here. There we go. Because I want to put the double track on the right-hand side of this. Okay, and next to the corn farm. Actually, I can probably start doubling it right now. Let's double this one. And then, okay, to Nashville. So our station's way over here. So it's a, yeah, this is going to be a weird freight line. It's going to be pretty much curving back and forth. And okay, so I'm also going to try to plan to see if we're going to expand any or connect any more lines into this new Nashville station. There is sugar down here, so that might help a little bit. Though Nashville doesn't really need much more, honestly. So we're just going to use the rightmost track by default here. Okay, to Nashville here. Nice. I think that should be it, so let's signal it up. Starting with this short line here. Okay. And then I'm gonna connect these up here too. So while I'm doing this, I'll just discuss about what's going to happen this week in terms of streaming. I did post my schedule yesterday, and yeah, the next stream will be on Wednesday. We'll be, again, I said I was going to play a bunch more of Railway Empire. This will probably be the last scenario I'm going to be playing for this game, considering I can't really see any other scenarios that really caught my eye. So what's going to happen on Wednesday, we're going to start playing the free mode. We're going to start from, I think, 1820 or something, and all the way to the early 1900s. And we'll see how that goes. The nice thing about playing in free mode, I can imagine, is not having to worry about trying to get the tasks done in, or goals done in, a timely manner. So it'll be pretty lax, and we'll probably play that for maybe 2 or 3 more streams until we start doing, until Surviving Mars gets released on, it's getting released March 15. So after that, I think that'll be the end of the Railway Empire streams, at least for now. I'm not sure if the game developers are going to make any further major updates to the game, or any DLC perhaps. So if that happens, then yeah, we can probably come back to this. But no, yeah, once Surviving Mars becomes what gets released officially, then that'll probably turn into our main game that I'll play for a bit. Hopefully it's not going to be a dud. But again, it's made by the same folks who made Cities Skylines, so I mean, I have pretty high confidence in what they make, honestly. Okay, there's our lines. Let's go rename our stations, because Nashville has 2 now. Let's go call this Nashville East. And then Nashville North will be this station. Another, that thing keeps popping up. Alright. And also Nashville North will add a maintenance building, and we'll also add one at Memphis as well. Okay. Okay, everything looks good. Let's get those lines running. So first we'll start off with this line. Consolidation B. And then while that's going, we're going to start shipping all this stuff to Nashville and back. Again, freight only. We're not going to have any passenger service between these 2 cities at the moment. Probably we're never going to do it, but... Okay, so there's our consolidation B. We're going to have to spam a lot of trains on this line, because the trains starting from here are already full of beer, so I want to make sure that also milk and corn gets over there as well. Let's go clone this train now that that one has arrived. Probably just stay with 2 trains on this thing. It's a very short line there. And then where is, okay, now we can clone this guy here. So we'll keep an eye on this line for a bit, and come back and clone some more trains. Let's go, I'm just going to take a little jaunt over to Augusta, see if we can maybe start building that grain line, or at least getting the grain over to Augusta. So we already have a regular train station there, but it's kind of in a weird spot. It's actually only serving this line that goes from the corn farm down to Atlanta. So I think I'm actually going to just build just a whole new station instead of trying to reconfigure all the switches. So this is going to be Augusta South. And then over here... Oh, I should actually also choose what kind of business I'm going to build. Let's go take a look. So again, there's fruit over there. I don't think fruit is used... Oh, fruit is used for distilleries. That is a new thing I have not seen. It does require sugar, which I don't think we have... Oh, yeah, we do have the sugar way down here. So if we really need to, we could build a new line that takes this sugar all the way up to Augusta. I don't think there's any other sugar source. Okay, let's try this. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to build this, but we're going to build a distillery here. And I think I'll put it... Wish I could put it on the south side of town so I could put my station in there. Actually, I'm going to build it right in the center of town right there. And then the new station I'm going to build... Oh, that blocks the whole thing, doesn't it? Guess we'll build it like here, maybe? If it'll allow me to. Okay, so we got this station here. Let's go build another station for the grain. So... not sure which way. Actually, there's a bit of a cliff here, so let's go on the left side of this. And then let's go... Okay, so we also want to be able to get the fruit, so we'll use the leftmost track, and then we'll bridge over this little river here. Oops, that's not quite straight. And then we'll double that thing. And then that. I should also mention, I mean, if you guys want me to play more Railway Empire, I mean, I'm totally fine for doing so. But if you think I should, then let me know in the chat, or if you're a regular on the Discord. Though I get the sense that, I mean, we've already played 4 scenarios of this, the campaign, and then eventually the free game. So, I mean, I think it's only been 2 months since the release date of this, since this game was released, so I'm guessing some people are, I'm getting the sense some people are a bit tired of the game. It is a little bit, I mean, when I'm just building lines here, it is a little bit redundant and tedious. Because it's just basically the same, I'm basically doing the same thing over and over again. I'm just making sure I'm building the same lines, the same double-tracked. Sometimes we'll build something interesting, like switch a bunch of lines onto each other, but for the most part it's been pretty straightforward. I've got a formula down. Okay, so I'm connected up to the fruit. I'm not sure if Augusta accepts fruit yet. Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, well, I think that's because of the distillery. That's not actually fruit for consumption. Okay, let's go double this track if I can. Probably need to move that switch up. Okay, signal time. So we can start shipping the fruit, but I do need to set up that sugar line, so we'll do this. Oh, hey, Lord Kalis. Thanks for showing up today. I was wondering when you'd be there. I'm just finishing off the scenario right now. Okay, so we're going to supply tower there, and supply tower here. Okay, let's set up these lines right now. Let's start with the grain. Freight, consolidation, and same with the fruit. Again, I doubled this track. I'm not even sure if doubling 2 trains on this line is even necessary. Okay, let's go. We're kind of doing 2 things at once. Let's go back to our main freight line that I built to Memphis. Let's clone this guy. I'm actually going to clone another one just behind that one, because just to try to catch up here. So yeah, Lord Kalis, I've built a freight line from Nashville to Memphis, and also I'm finally shipping grain into Memphis from here. So that's happening. And hopefully both of these cities will grow to a point where they'll be more than 60,000. Memphis is going to be a challenge because it is starting off as a really small city. So hopefully it'll grow quickly. We are connecting it with milk and corn. We could connect up the sugar, connect the sugar up. There's also wood down here, maybe we could try feeding into there. Okay, let's go back to Augusta, which we're also trying to build up here. I'm gonna clone... Oh, no. I'm gonna clone this train here. Stop. No, I don't want that. So cloning that one. And then we've got the fruit train. Not sure, where is that fruit train? There it is. Yeah, I think one train on this line is fine, because you can see that the fruit is not in demand yet. I think that might be because the fruit's just getting stored at our distillery that I built here. So we do need to get the sugar moving there. Let's go do that. So for here... Oh, I see the depot is, or station building's on the wrong side here, so I'm gonna upgrade this. And then I have to fix this switch so that it goes onto this rightmost track. So let's go wait for this train to come in. Okay. Let's blow this stuff up. No, okay. Let's wait for this train to stop. I think once it stops, there we go. Can blow this up now. Okay. Bring this over here. Bring this down like that. Put our signals back. Okay. Now we can build... I'm not sure how I'm going to build this line all the way up here. It's going to cross rivers, two of our own lines. I think it might be best... Okay, let's start off. We're going to bring it into this station, so let's upgrade this to large. And then we'll try to cross the river on this side, the right side here, because then it will only have one crossing. So let's go bring this up. Okay, we don't want to go down into Jacksonville, so we're going to stay up on these hills here. Though we're going to have to bridge over this... That's a station right there. So let's do... Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, it seems to be very insistent on tunneling. I wanted to try to bridge over, but it seems to like tunneling for some reason. I'm gonna try moving... Oh, there we go. There's a tunnel. I was gonna set the elevation of one of these points, but it does it automatically, that's fine. Then we have to cross the river, so we're gonna cross it here. That's a 20% incline, that's not good. Have to make sure I... Is there an elevation difference here? Because... Oh, it has to cross... I see, it has to cross the track from our river. Or next to our river, and then also bridge over the river itself. Okay, let's bring this closer. This is going to be a challenge, I think. Let's see how we can do that. Okay, let's go... I'm just going to double check my elevations here. Yeah, so there's 8% here. I think we can straighten this out a little bit. 6%. Then it goes into a tunnel, which I think we can... Okay, we need that curve there to avoid going downhill there. Okay, this seems pretty good, so let's build this. And then this is definitely getting doubled. So let's see if I can do that. Okay, it seems... It seems very insistent on trying to build like this, so I guess I'll oblige it and then merge back with the existing track. And this should be fairly cheap because we're going to get a huge discount on all sorts of bridges and tunnels here. So 100. Okay, there is something wrong on the track. The pay and build button doesn't seem to be fine. Might probably is this thing down here. Okay. So that kind of looks a little weird. But whatever. Okay, let's put in our signals. Put one more. It's missing a signal here, though. So it goes all the way up, across here, and then... there it is. So, missing one there. Okay, supply towers, let's put one here, and probably a second one... Actually, we can probably have 3 of them. But let's put one here. I think 2, yeah, 2 should be enough, I think. Okay, sugar line, going to go to, from here to Augusta South, freight, consolidation. So that's all the sugar. Yeah, this is the first time I've built a distillery. I've never actually played with them. It produces... oh, I see. It's interesting that there's beer as one category, and there's also alcohol. I don't know what kind of things are under the alcohol category, and beer is also a type of alcohol. But it looks like Augusta is turning into our alcohol-producing city. A lot of drunks over there, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna clone one more sugar train. Not sure how many trains I need on this line. Maybe... possibly more than 2, since it's so long here. Let's go back to our Memphis-Nashville line. Oh. Some things happening. I think we definitely need a couple more trains on this line, so let's go get that going. Okay, Memphis is at 36,000. Bribery. Oh. I'll go buy that. Nope, she's trying to outbid me here. Wow, she really wants that. Yeah. I kind of like it that this game... oh, geez, stop outbidding me. I kind of like how this game... I mean... where the railroads weren't the most... I mean, they were responsible for a lot of growth in the early days, but they also were, some of them did some rather unlawful or unethical practices like that sort of thing. So I'm actually glad that they've included that as an aspect in this game. Speaking of technology, we should also build some stuff here. Oh. Glasgow Stabber 1, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay, I need to unlock some stuff. We're actually 7 points away from 300, so maybe I'll wait until I get 300 before I unlock something. Do we actually have some other things? Cowcatcher, let's get this one, actually. Improves my reliability. Oh, my bond matured, so that was like nothing to me. I already have 3 million bucks. Okay, let's go back here. So Memphis, 38,000 now. Nashville is just barely at 60,000. I'm gonna add a museum here because I just want to make sure the demand is satisfied. Let's put that up on the north here, maybe up in that corner here. Okay, so these 2 cities are good. So Augusta is growing 47,000. So fruit is coming in, grain is coming in, corn is coming in. I think to try to accelerate Memphis, I'm going to, let's bring in some wood as well. So let's bring that up from down here. Do I think, oh yeah, my station's actually on the wrong side here, so that's actually not going to work here. Glasgow Stabber says the earliest recorded country music was about railroads. Carter Family Engine 143. I see. I did not know that. It kind of makes sense. So, you know, usually what I do is redo all the tracks here because when you upgrade a station, it appears on away from the building, so the new tracks will appear on the north side over here. But oh,
there's space for my station.
well, also the fact that she just expanded down here, right in front of my eyes. So I mean, I could just take some time to redo everything, but I'm actually lazy, and I have all the money in the world. I'm gonna build a new. Actually, I can't do that now because she has. Damn it. Because now there are 2 stations, and I can't build a second station. So now I am forced to bring in wood. That's not nice of her. Okay, so let's expand this station, and then I need to make room for the wood. So I have to move one of these lines over. It looks like I can't really move. I might be able to move this one over. Let's get rid of this track. Yeah, she has her track there, but I just have enough room to eke by here. And I'll have to build the signals way out here. That's okay. There's only 2 trains on this line anyway. Okay, we're just going to build a very simple line to bring in the wood. So let's build a station over here. And then we're going to... Yeah, Lord Kalis says, my internet is really bad around these hours. It's lagging hard for me, but I can't lower the quality below source. Yeah, unfortunately, since I am a Twitch affiliate and not a Twitch partner, there is no guarantee. So the option to reduce the quality below source, that's called transcoding, and apparently that's only given on if there's enough capacity on the Twitch servers, they'll give that out to not just partners but to affiliates and even non-affiliates too. But those options are only given at the start of the stream, so the only way to enable that is if I were to restart my stream, and I don't really, fortunately, don't really want to do that right now because that means, yeah, there's also no guarantee. Like I could restart the stream, but there's also no guarantee that it'll fix it because it is a Sunday over here. So, I mean, it is probably one of the busiest days. There's probably a lot of other streams running, so it kind of makes sense that this doesn't work. So yeah, unfortunately, Lord Kalis, there's nothing I can do to fix it. I stream at 720 at 60 frames because that's the quality I kind of want in my stream. I think if you go any lower, the quality just becomes kind of dumpy. Plus I need to upload this to YouTube afterward, so yeah, sorry about that, but okay, freight consolidation B. Okay, Memphis is now at 40,000. Now it's going to get some wood. Eventually once Memphis grows to... Oh, actually, we could build a cheese farm here because... Okay, so Memphis is starting to accept milk on its own, but we can build I think a cheese farm, or not, why am I saying cheese farm? A cheese factory, because yeah, this thing. So we can plop this in, and that'll be another place where the milk can go. Or we can get a paper mill. That could also work. Actually, the paper mill might be a better idea, because paper is definitely in more demand for smaller cities. I'm gonna go with a paper mill since we just connected the wood up. So let's put our paper mill way over here. Okay. And I'm also going to clone this train in a second here. Yeah, Lord Kalis, I'm not even sure if you got my message, because for you the stream would probably be buffering for you and probably not hear what I said. So that's that's the whole irony of this, I guess. So there's 2 wood trains on that line. We have 6 trains on this one, which I think is enough. Can just take a quick look here. Yeah, so this one just left with 3 milk, and that one only just left with 1 beer, so that should give enough space for transporting the corn from Harris Manor right over there. Okay, again, we only have less than 2 years to do this. Let's take a look back at Augusta. Okay, 52,000. I think Augusta's in a pretty good shape. I think it should say, yeah, 7 out of 10. So Nashville has reached 65,000. I don't think it's pretty stable population now. Okay, let's go connect a track up to Columbia. Just to connect it. We're not going to build a line, but just to satisfy the goals of the mission. So let's go. This is a teensy-weensy small station here.
2 stations in one city are definitely not going to compete with each other.
And now we're going to build this very long line. We're going to have to carefully navigate this. So over this river. And then we got to cross over her tracks here. Let's do a very, very long bridge like that. And then, where's my station in Indianapolis? Okay, so it's on this side. That's pretty good. So let's go across this river. And then curve into there. Again, the game only counts the city if you just connect your tracks to it. So in this case, I'm just letting my competitor keep that city above 60,000. It is quite large, actually. Oh, stop giving me all these auctions. Oh, geez, everyone wants to sell. Yeah, it's at 94,000, so I don't think it's gonna, like, collapse anytime soon. Okay, so we got 8 out of 10 now. I think we're pretty good. I think it's probably a good time to start building. Let's start shipping the chemicals and coal. The coal and the chemicals down to Nashville. So let's start off with going to Cleveland and see what the situation is. Oh, okay. So Cleveland actually... I'm actually surprised how large Cleveland got, because I knew it's actually started growing before even my competitor got here. Yeah, shipping all this beer. I think actually... there's actually other stuff that's coming into here as well. Okay, so there's Cleveland. It's actually only a small station here. We're going to... let's add a maintenance building here. Let's add another track there as well. So... and then the coal mine, way down here. We'll connect it on the east side of this. So let's build this station. Jackson Pit. And then, yeah, this is fair. This is very flat land, actually. Probably the flattest line I've built so far. Okay, and then... yeah, let's build a double track. Yeah. I've always kind of wondered if I should try lowering my streaming settings to maybe even like 480p. But I mean, yeah, it does I don't know. I do want to make sure that the stream looks good, though. But at the same time, I do want to make sure people can watch as well. So it's kind of a balance. I'm sure on Wednesday when there's less people who watch on Twitch. Yeah, on Wednesdays it seems a lot better, so you can get those transcoding options. Oh, TCTC, are you talking about the Twitch Prime button? Yeah, that's a little plugin I added. It's actually Twitch added it recently. It's basically a reminder for people who have Twitch Prime, or sorry, Amazon Prime, that they do have a Twitch Prime subscription. Because the thing with, unlike other subscriptions, Twitch Prime subscriptions don't renew automatically, so you always have to, the person who has it always has to click subscribe every month. And it's actually a problem for a lot of channels because a lot of people forget to do that. I know some people on my channel, a couple people have already forgotten. So that is just something there. The button's not very intrusive. It disappears after 10 seconds if you don't do anything about it. So, yeah. And wait, by the way, TCTC, thanks for coming by. I haven't had a chance to go check out your streams yet. I know you've been playing some Transport Fever, I saw. Okay, let's build some supply towers. Put this one a bit farther out here. Okay, let's bring the coal into Cleveland. I'm actually gonna, you know what, I'm gonna buy this, before we do this. Let's buy this chemical plant. Or actually, let's go buy both of these. Let's go buy the coal mine. 535,000. Unfortunately, it's an auction, so Scarlet might interject here.
Congratulations. You've bought a,
So apparently she doesn't like coal. Let's see if she likes chemicals. So let's buy this guy here. Oh, very cheap. 237. Must not be doing very well.
Congratulations. You've bought a,
Yep, I bought a few things. Okay, now we can build, actually set up our lines here. So there is our first coal train there. While that's going, let's go set up our new line. So again, we're going to build this new line. Actually, I should upgrade this station again for some more trackage. So this new line is going to ship the chemicals all the way from Cleveland, past all this crap over here, past all this warehouse stuff, all the way to Nashville way down here. So we're probably going to avoid it if we can. Probably go around this whole thing, maybe. TCTC says Oni, PUBG, Transport Fever, LOL, and Astroneer. I usually get 1 or 2 people, and it's awkward times for the US. Yeah, that's true. Are you trying to... Here's a question for you, TCTC. Are you trying to stream every day or most days? Because it sounds like you do have quite a bit of time. Personally, for me, I've been always trying to wonder if I should be streaming more often, since I also have the time as well. But I'm also warned against... I'm also worried that and other people have warned me against this, and other streamers. Don't try to... You don't want to try to... You want to make sure you don't burn yourself out. Streaming, especially if you are concerned about viewer numbers. It can be kind of depressing when you stream all that time and then don't get the viewers you want. I'm not sure if you do this, TCTC, but one suggestion I do, and I've seen a lot of people do, just hide your viewer numbers if you're concerned about that. And then suddenly it doesn't matter, because you just assume that you're streaming to whether or not it's 1 or 10 or 100 people. So right now I have my current viewers hidden because I don't. Honestly, I don't care at the moment. I do look at it after the stream, but okay. How am I gonna bridge this thing here? That's a tunnel. I don't like tunnels. So this bridge over here is not too bad. It's like a 4% incline there. And I think I need to move this track down here for this coal line over, I think, to that fourth track. So what we're going to do, we're going to borrow that track there. Oh, apparently TCTC just dropped out of Twitch and missed all that. So basically, I was asking you, are you trying to stream like almost every day or like 5 days a week, 6 days a week? Because, you know, it's just a suggestion. Like, I personally have thought about doing that, or trying to stream more often, or for longer streams perhaps. Like, because I usually just stream, you know, about 3 to 4 hours when I do. Yeah, just something I would caution you against. Yeah, just be careful you don't get burned out by it, because if you keep streaming and then you find that no one's watching, it can get kind of disheartening, because, well, some people start to question why they're doing it just to an audience that doesn't want to watch, or to an audience that doesn't exist. Also, I'm not sure. Also, another suggestion is personally, I hide my viewer count when I'm streaming. Okay, so that doesn't matter for you. So TCT says I just stream when I play games, not really doing it for views. That's a good attitude to have. Yeah, a lot of people get into streaming because they want to become famous. And I mean, I'm going to admit, like, part of me, like, that's kind of the point of streaming. Like, it's like, and I don't think it's like 100% just when you play games. But yeah, a lot of people try to just go into it for the fame, or even, you know, God forbid, just the money. TCT says, I don't hide it as I like to know when there's someone to talk to. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, when I guess my strategy and what I do is I do hide it, but I just keep talking even though there might not be anybody. So, yeah, personally, it's a lot better when there is someone to talk to, though, because then you can just sort of banter, but I try not to just rely on other people being there, because they might not actually be there. So okay, let's blow up this whole. No, I can't blow up the whole track, can I? Nope. So shoot. Oh, you're about to leave, aren't you? Can I blow you up? Why can't I blow you up? Oh, he's moving already. Okay, I was gonna move this track over to this rightmost one, but it seems like I have to wait a bit there. Okay, so there's our new line. Am I shipping coal here already? I think there's already... Yep, oh, there's chemicals ready to go. So let's send that over to Nashville. Freight, consolidation. Apparently I got an achievement. You can't really see it on screen. It's called Traffic Chaos. I'm not sure what... Oh, why are you shipping beer to... Oh god, okay. So there's an error in our itinerary. We gotta fix this. So Cleveland, prioritize chemicals. Let's clone that one. There we go. TCTC says, exactly, it's quite funny when I had 15 people there. No one was talking, but I had 2, and they were talking almost constantly. It was much more enjoyable. Yeah, those people are lurkers, or some of them could be bots. There is that electrical skateboard person that you probably have noticed in the chat, that is a bot, apparently. So, as much as I like that they're in the chat, I don't know if they don't really because their presence kind of inflates the viewer numbers, which I'd rather have real people viewing rather than bots like that. But yeah, no, there are lurkers, and one tip I've always found is not to call out the lurkers, because if they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk. They just want to watch and enjoy, or just listen to my voice, I guess. So, Glasgow Stabber says, well, I'm here and I'll more than likely be staying for a good while. Thanks for the narration. It's the reason I stayed, otherwise I wouldn't know what you're doing. Yeah, some streamers don't... actually, I used to do... Before I started Twitch streaming, I did a lot of YouTube videos where I narrated what I'm doing. Surprisingly, a lot of streamers, especially new ones, they don't narrate what they're doing. They even have a face cam or a webcam, and you just see them just staring into their screens and saying nothing. It's kind of... I don't see the point of watching those people if they're not going to interact with chat or even say what the hell they're doing. Okay, what am I doing here? The Decapod is available, though I'm not sure... Okay, it is slightly faster than the Consolidation B. 35 versus 37 miles per hour. I think I want something. Let's get this one. Increase the power of my locomotives instead. Oh, hey, Zambi. That looks like people are coming in here. Yeah, Zambi, we're talking about, like, TCTC stream, like, you know, what kind of things, like, interacting with chat and lurkers and that sort of stuff. Fred says, I assume the beer train got drunk. Yeah. It's probably because... Oh! And thank you for the subscription, Zambi. Much appreciated. Yeah, Fred, I think... It's kind of weird to me that beer is so... Like, beer is one of the basic... It's like one of the basic resources in the game, but it seems like it was more valuable than chemicals, which I would imagine would be pretty valuable too. Or probably more valuable than beer. Yep, you gotta get those emotes, Zambi. That's the whole point.
Great. Your locomotives can travel quickly in one direction.
Nice. Okay, let's go check on our cities before I lose the game accidentally. Okay, Nashville, we've got 73,000, nice and stable there. Memphis is at 51,000 and still growing. I'm not sure if I need to connect something else. Okay, actually she's bringing sugar into Memphis now. I think fruit is also starting to come into Memphis, I think, because... Yep. So, Memphis is accepting fruit, so we're going to see fruit as well coming in here. Let's go check these two trains. Yep, there we go. Fruit, fruit, fruit. Grain, 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 grain. There we go. And then this... Oh, that's a full fruit train there. I think because fruit is being introduced here, I'm going to add a third train on this line. Even though it's a very short line, looks like there's more stuff coming in through that way. Zambi says, I gotta compensate for you for the years of entertainment I got from the MRT somehow as well. I'll try not to abuse the train. Yeah, don't worry about the... I mean, one of the rules says no spamming, but I mean... It's... The whole point of the emote is to hype the stream up, so... Feel free to do so. Okay, so 3 trains over here. Memphis is growing. Let's go check on Augusta. Oh, I think Augusta actually... Yep, Augusta has achieved 60,000. So let's go to... I'm gonna just build a museum as well, just to make sure it doesn't fall under. Let's go build it over here. Okay. Okay, let's also get the... Did I close? Oops, excuse me. That was a big burp there. Okay, yeah, I only have one train on this coal line. Let's clone that guy. We might need to... Oh. Apparently that train just left and left with nothing. What's wrong here? Oh, okay. I see what's happening. So it looks like the coal is also going... It's also going to my competitor station here. So... Oh, hey, Kogri. Thanks for coming by. I'm just about to finish this scenario. Well, not about. We still have to ship the all that. I'll make those evening dresses and ship those chemicals. I'm going to expand this coal mine because it looks like there's not enough coal coming into Cleveland. We have this chemical factory here finally. Let's go maybe upgrade this chemical factory as well. Oh, no, there is coal available. Okay, so maybe it's not a case of not having enough coal. I think it's a case of this chemical factory is not producing enough. Let's actually upgrade that twice. Oh, since all of you are here, folks, some of you are in the Discord. Fred is posted a message in the Game Together channel, I think. He's looking to play some...
Well, if I were you, I'd have set up
quiet. He's looking to set up a time to play Team Fortress 2 with the folks on the Discord in this community. Either actually probably maybe after this stream or or this Saturday. So if you're interested in that, I'll be certainly try to play or get into that as well. I'll try to confirm by then. But if you're interested in that, go check that Discord and please respond in that channel. And yeah, Fred says we could do both too. Yeah, we can get some extra practice in. I'm a bit rusty with TF2, and it's also personally I used to play on a regular server all the time, but that regular server died. The nice thing about playing on a regular server, because there's always a bunch of regular players on there, and you know that they're actually competent and they actually communicate very well. They actually call out, you know, when an Uber's coming in, try to push the cart, get on the point, that sort of stuff. When you play with random people, though, most people don't know what they're doing, so it can get kind of frustrating. And I think I've forgotten to build supply towers on this line. Let's go fix that right now. So yeah, we could play this after the stream, though. Again, today I'm going to be I'm going to finish this scenario, which should be done in about, I think, half an hour. I'll take a break, and then we're going to go play. I'm going to try to finish Conduct Deluxe after this, because I think there's only a few. I think 2 more worlds we have to go through, and then after that, maybe we can go play some TF2. Okay, supply tower here. And I'm a little worried that because of how long this line is, there are maintenance buildings on both sides, but there's a potential for a breakdown due to lack of maintenance. TCTC says, "Erg, I can't handle that stress again." What kind of stress are you talking about there? Oh, and let's clone this guy. Okay, nice. So yeah, we've achieved 60,000. So that means Memphis has reached.
This darn technology throws
There it is, 60,444. Oh, the conduct deluxe. I mean, yes. When I was playing it, while I was playing it, I did find it really frustrating, especially that rocket mission. Geez, that took way too long. But I mean, I had a lot of fun playing it, and apparently other people in chat had a lot of fun watching me fail over and over again. So I mean, it's a win-win scenario. Can't complain. There isn't much left of that game, though. There's only 2 other worlds I think we can unlock. There's the like a fantasy medieval world looks like, and there's another one I think is like a Wild West world. So there, I don't, unless I get stuck on a level again, which might happen. Unless that happens, I don't think there's not much content left in that game. It's a nice, I like that game. It's a nice sort of distraction. It was good that I had it available because when we were playing Rise of Industry last Sunday, because I didn't know that I'd find that game to be so, like, to not even work very well. Like, it was slowing down like crazy, that game. So, okay. Alright, so we're about to well, I'm not sure if we're about to finish. I have to double check my chemical line, because we don't have too many trains running on it right now. I'm gonna add a fourth train on this. Let's check our coal train here. We got 2 trains running. I'm not sure if I should upgrade this again. We've got, yeah, this. Okay, it's starting to okay, so this indicates to me, because I just cloned this train here coming out of Cleveland. This indicates to me that there are no chemicals available. So we need to get on that. I'm gonna upgrade this coal mine again. And I'm just gonna maybe max out these things. So the chemical factory, let's expand that one. And maybe add a 3rd train here. So just try to pump all the coal into here, get the chemicals out. And then those chemicals will be arriving in Nashville. We also own this dressmaker, so we can upgrade this guy as well. Though it looks like we're missing clothes from Louisville here. Track gangs. Reduces the construction cost of train tracks. I'll just buy it just out of spite so that she doesn't get it. I don't think we're going to build any more tracks at this point. Mainly it's about expanding the industries. Oh, not going to outbid her again. No, stop bidding on this. Yeah, we're just going to keep on expanding industries. I think I need to prioritize clothing from Louisville, just to make sure it is coming down to Nashville. So let's go take a look. We do have a... Where's our freight line? This guy here. Yeah, we got leather, meat. Yeah, nothing much going on this line. So let's go to the itinerary.
This darn technology throws a wrench in the works too.
Okay, so
doesn't it?
We're actually already prioritizing leather, but we can also prioritize clothing and see if that helps. And thanks for the host, Fred. Much appreciated. Okay, let's copy this itinerary, and we'll copy it to the other 3 trains on this line. I think my worry here is we might not be making enough clothing in Louisville. So let's go take a look. Got... I see. Okay, so I think I need to own this. Oh geez, yeah, this weaving factory is doing very well, so its price is very high. It's actually more than what I have right now. But we can at least clone, or at least expand this tailor maybe, and see if we can get more clothes out of that factory so that it can get sent down to Nashville. Again, Louisville itself is also consuming some of the clothes. You can see, yeah, it's a small amount. Actually, no, it's actually 1.8, so actually it's quite a bit. So actually, we need to increase the production past the consumption rate. So let's go 5.5. If I expand it one more time, it'll be 8 carloads. Okay. All right, so that, I think, yeah, we've maxed out this clothing factory. Let's go keep on upgrading stuff. What's this thing? prefabricated bridge components. That's not that useful. This one's about employees. That's not very useful either. Yeah, the rest of this is not interesting. We can maybe go back and lock the decapod, perhaps. Though the Baldwin 10-wheeler also works as well. What's this one? Reduce the... Okay, oh, Sander, that's a good one. Reduce the consumption of water, oil, and sand. Check these trains here. Okay, yeah, so it does look like the bottleneck right now is clothes. Because there is now a whole bunch of chemicals waiting here. So we just have to... I think I'll also upgrade this guy.
Oh no, what bad luck.
And we have to produce 50 loads of evening dresses. So we're going to have to... Actually, let me upgrade this guy one more time. Because right now it's at 1.6 per week. Let's make it 3.2. And now... I'm not sure what level this thing is. It's producing 6.4. Yeah, so it's a level 3 weaving factory. But it's not producing enough cloth for the clothing. Yeah, there are a lot of warnings. I'm sorry. Random breakdown. No suitable freight for this train. What's this one? What's wrong with this thing? Oh, yeah, because the clothing, the cotton factory is full. So, oh, okay, I think I see now. I think I see what the problem is. So we're grabbing the cotton from here, but the warehouse that we're storing it at is full. So that's why you're seeing at least these warnings on these two trains here. And because that's full, that means we're not shipping enough cotton into Louisville. And the reason for that is, again, because our weaving factory, which we don't own right now, is not accepting enough cotton. So actually, I think we really do need to buy this thing. But now it costs 16 million, so this is a problem. I'm not sure how we can get the money for that. Oh, okay. I mean, we could take out a $13 million bond. But also, of course, Scarlet, our competitor, might try to outbid us on that one, since it is in a fairly large city. So we gotta be careful of that. Yeah, maybe we should get a bond and try to bid on that. But even after that, we have to upgrade that too. That's going to cost us several more $1 million. So gotta watch out for that. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's save the game. Okay, it's actually the end of year. Shit. Okay, and we're going to take out $12 million. Kogri says, can't you build another factory in another city? It's not ideal, but may work. I could, but that's going to take a long time to... Because I already have the supply chain here. And I don't see any other cotton anywhere. Actually, there's some up here. But also I have to buy out... Because there are other industries in certain towns, like Indian... Like I could buy out something in Indianapolis and build cloth there as well. Maybe, but yeah, no, this is the closest city to Nashville that has already all the stuff we need. So I think it's just a matter of upgrading. Even if I take out these bonds and never pay them back, like the mission will be over by then. So I think this is a risk worth taking. So let's go get another bond here, just in case she decides to outbid us here. So let's go buy this thing for $12 million. Okay, now it's down to 11 million, that's fine. She might not have enough money. Oh, she does. She does have money.
Oh no. What
She does have the money. Stop bidding on this. Okay, this is not good. Stop. Why are you bidding on this? What the hell? 24 million. Okay, this is my last bid. I can't bid any further. If she outbids me here, I'm not. This is not going to be possible then, at least for now. Okay, that hurt a bit. So I bought this for $29 million. And let's upgrade it. So that to 11. Okay, so now it is fully upgraded. We have 2 humongous bonds, but hopefully it won't be too much of a hurt. So now, once that's there, we should start to see cotton, at least more cotton getting shipped out of this warehouse, I think. If we need to, I think I'm actually going to prioritize cotton on this line just to make sure we're getting that into the towns. Let's go to this itinerary, and we're going to prioritize cotton, and we'll copy that, save that, and apply it to all of these. Okay, so there we go. So cotton is prioritized. It's going to go into Louisville, and then
oh, very nice.
it'll produce cloth, which will produce clothing, and then the clothing will be sent back to Nashville, where we're going to make some nice evening dresses. So hopefully that will happen. But we're going to have to wait a bit. Also, I have to make sure I'm not going to go bankrupt because of these bonds. These are the largest bonds I've ever had. I'm not sure what their interest payments are. They'll probably be more in like the 10 to 100,000 range, I think. Yeah. Let's take a look here. We got a bunch of random breakdowns there. Check our chemicals here. Oh, we got a whole bunch of chemicals in Cleveland. Got 4 trains there. Let's add a couple trains on this one. Yeah, you can you can see that it's loading beer even though there are chemicals available here. So that tells me that yeah, we already have enough chemicals in Nashville right now. They're getting stored in the dressmaker. But until those clothes come in, it's not going to accept any more chemicals. Okay, so we have until 1859 to do all this. Check this train. So there's the cotton coming in. And here comes some excess clothing. So these are maxed out. I'm gonna try maxing out this evening dress factory too. So let's go expand that a couple times. Oh, that one. That one's at level 4 right now, but I don't have enough. I probably don't have enough money to expand that, I think. So we'll leave that alone. And yeah. So I don't know, like, again, at this point, I'm just waiting, so maybe we can spend this time talking about something else. I'm not sure. Guess I'll talk about maybe what else I'll be streaming. I'm on Thursday, in addition to Railway Empire on Wednesday, on Thursday, we're gonna go back to Orwell Ignorance of Strength again. So the second episode is actually coming out on Thursday. So we'll continue the story in that game there. And then this Friday, oh, I also put out a call in the Discord as well. If you have the game Ticket to Ride on Steam, or I think it also, if you have it on your mobile device, like iPad or something. Yeah, we're looking for maybe a couple more players to play in that game. Chief, LD, and I are confirmed to play. It's a board game. It's probably one of the more popular and famous board games. It's pretty simple too, and it's based on trains. So I mean, you know, themed with the channel, I guess. So, TCT says, is it worth connecting to Knoxville? Probably not, because Knoxville has just a meat processing factory, a cattle processing factory. Yeah, I don't know. Knoxville, I remember playing this map in the campaign, and Knoxville was kind of a pain in the ass to try to connect to. So in this mission, I decided to just ignore it completely. It's not near any useful resources, and the only thing I'm doing to connect is this tunnel here that's actually just grabbing cold gold up to Nashville. There are actually no trains that are going from Atlanta up to any of these cities or vice versa. So this is the only connection, and there are no trains running on this little piece of track right here. Kogri says, no, your city is not big enough for the max upgrade. Oh, really? I did not know that there was a population requirement for upgrading. So here's the thing I don't like. There's one thing that they should improve in this game. There is no indication on this screen that tells me I need more population to upgrade. There's no button that says that, right? So again, their user interface needs to be improved in that case. And Fred says, I only have the physical board game. Well, no, that's... Yeah. Why is this getting bid on? Louisville? Why are you trying to buy the meat industry there? Okay, 250,000 for interest for bonds. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Fred, I have the board game, physical board game too. I actually have the European version too. So whenever I played that with people in real life, and it's probably the first board game, like, you know, non-mainstream board game, I would say, that I actually bought, and it is a lot of fun. It's a nice and simple game that I think a lot of people, the rules are simple enough so that anyone can get into it. It's what you would call a gateway game, because you know, you use this to bring people who are maybe not familiar with the board game hobby, so they play this game, and then they'll look at other games too, like I can probably mention some games that I play. So there's like Lords of Waterdeep. Actually, I went to a friend's house yesterday and we played some Alien Frontiers. There's Sushi Go, King of Tokyo, Power Grid, Coup, Love Letter, like all these games. And I'm basically just listing out the ones I'm familiar with. So, yeah. But yeah, once again, if you do have the electronic version of Ticket to Ride, please let us know in the Discord, and you can come join us and play on the Friendly Friday. Mukona6 says, Power Grid is such a fun game. Yes, I agree, it is. Unfortunately, I don't get a chance to play with it very much, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know, when you see different players choose different, because there's like different kinds of power plants that you can have in that game. So coal, oil, wind power, and nuclear, and garbage too. And it's fun to see, like, one player will go coal and oil and be all dirty and do pretty well, and the other one might go like wind, but there's a high upfront cost for those sort of plants. Also like nuclear too, and garbage. So yeah, Fred, there's a whole, you should check out, there's a whole board game community, a whole world of board games. There's a lot of people who think board games are just Monopoly or Sorry or Yahtzee, but those are not, in my opinion, those are not board games. Those are just silly things you play. Like, there's a whole bunch of better much more interesting, much more complicated games that you can play, and they're much more fun too. Like just yeah, yes, Fred, a whole new world. And sometimes I talk to people and I'm surprised by there's quite a few people who are not aware of this, like aware of all these other games. Yeah. TCT says Yahtzee is not really a board game though.
You can certainly
Well,
make good
board
use.
game's kind of a euphemism. It's more like any like dice games are also kind of included there. Yeah, basically any sort of game that kind of comes in a box and it has, you know, you open it, it has rules, it has dice, it has pieces. That's generally the category of board games. Yeah, Mook on a Stick says Settlers of Catan was the gateway board game for me into the wider board game realm. Yep, I played Settlers of Catan. That one, it was a gateway game for me too. We played quite a bit of it, but I quickly personally got bored of it because of the randomness of it and how frustrating it could be if you just got the bad rolls. So yeah, unfortunately I don't really like that game very much anymore. I don't have it anymore either. I think I sold it off. Fred says I only really play chess and those kind of games. Yeah, well, those games are fine, but that doesn't. There's again a whole new world of other board games that you might want to take a look into, Fred. Like just to see if there's a game out there. There's a whole bunch of different games, like different themes. Like some of them are like sci-fi, some of them are like fantasy, some are like prehistoric. So there's a lot of zombie themed games or horror themed games. Like if you've ever played Mansions of Madness or Betrayal on House of the Hill, yeah, those are good games. Another way you could get into it is there is a good YouTube series called Tabletop. It's hosted by Will Wheaton. If you want to learn about those games, it's a pretty nice. I like that series. It's a pretty nice way to just learn the game. Also, they play a bunch of different celebrities, so it's kind of just fun watching them play. Yeah, the game I played yesterday with my friends, it was called Alien Frontiers. It's basically where you roll a bunch of dice. And each die acts like a ship, and you place those ships on, you know, little different areas on the board. And from there you can grab resources, build more ships, discover new alien tech. And the point of the game is to colonize a planet that's also on the board and try to gain as much territory on that planet. So, oh yes, Pandemic. Mook6 says Pandemic is another good board game to look into. It's about curing super diseases before they destroy the world. Yes, there's a bunch of. I should also mention, yeah, they're competitive. There's two different categories. There's competitive games, which where everyone's trying to get the highest score and beat each other and try to prevent them from winning. And there's also cooperative games, of which Pandemic falls under. Pandemic, everyone works together to try to, you know, cure diseases, prevent outbreaks and stuff like that.
Oh, no.
The thing with those sort of cooperative games, usually you have to expect to lose, because those games are quite hard to do. I actually have the iPad version of Pandemic, and I like to play it on my own. You know, when I have free time. So yeah, that is highly recommended. Yes, Pandemic is a really good game. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick look here. Okay. So Mukona6 says, yeah, losing is fun. That is a good mindset to have. There are some people, it depends on the people you play with though. Sometimes, especially when you know, with the broader board game community, sometimes you'll run into people who don't really have really good, they can't handle losing. If you play with them in a competitive game, they really can't handle losing. They become kind of bad sports. So you got to watch out for those. You got to make sure that everyone's having fun, but also make sure that people aren't making other people not have fun. So that's one thing you got to watch out for. Okay. So no evening dresses are coming in. So let's go see what the heck the problem is here. Oh, we got, oh, alright. So we do have an unlock here in Nashville. So we could steal some cotton from there and maybe get some more cloth here. But, or we could build a clothing factory there. Yeah, maybe a clothing factory might be a good idea. Though we are producing enough cloth, this is close enough such that I think the cotton will just hop over to make more cloth here. Okay, I'm gonna build a weaving factory right here, just to well, maybe a clothing factory. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna, before we do this, let's go check here. Okay, so there's a lot more cloth being produced than clothes, so maybe a clothing factory might be better. So a tailor, perhaps. Then that way, any cloth coming out of Louisville can also go down to Nashville. Though I'm not sure... You know what, let's just build it right now. If it's the wrong thing, we can always blow it up and build something else. So we'll just try to... I just want to make sure we take over that slot because I know private industry is going to try to build something there. So yeah, let's go back to Nashville. We got to figure out why... Okay, so evening dresses are getting produced, finally. Oh, actually, and we can actually expand it now. But there's not enough clothes coming in. So we gotta figure out what's going on there. I could, if I really, really wanted to, I could destroy my jewelry factory in Nashville and just cut off that whole supply chain, and then just have a weaving factory instead. So then the whole production chain is here for clothes. But I'm not sure if that's really necessary right now. Also, this cotton farm, I'm not sure if that's producing... that's going to cost us 32 million, so I'm not going to buy that. Yeah, Kogri says the last missions are boring, but at least in our group it was like this, but the strategy is quite nice. Are we talking about... So there's actually two different games here. There's the original Pandemic, which is a cooperative game that you just play one mission, you just play one game where you're trying to save the world. There is also Pandemic Legacy, which has actually different missions. Kogri, are you talking about that game instead? Because when you play the original game, there's no separate mission. It's just you play the game and just save the world in that instance. Okay. Let's keep on checking here. That's okay, so chemicals are still pouring in. Oh yeah, Plague Inc. is very much similar to Pandemic, yeah. Where I need some clothes. Where are my clothes? Let's take a look on this line here. So that one is nothing. Okay, here come 3 evening dresses. That's good. And that one's shipping leather and clothes back. That's good. Okay, good. So yeah, clothes are coming in, but they're not coming in too fast. I think... Let's go add a couple trains on this line though, because I think we could stand to use some extra capacity here. Kogri says, yo, yes, sorry, I meant Legacy, the one where you play the whole year in 12 missions. Yeah, it's more like a campaign where you play over a series of that. I haven't had a chance to play Legacy because, I mean, if you want to play that, you need to have friends who want to commit to that sort of thing, and in my situation right now, that's hard to do. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying that game. I heard lots of good things. I know that the board game community was like going all ape shit over it, like this is the best game ever. Like no, people couldn't stop talking about that game. It's kind of hilarious. Usually, like I usually go in the board game subreddit, and there's always usually one or two games that people are like hyped about. Like people are getting hyped about what's that? Yeah, Scythe, I think, was pretty popular last year. It's a game about farming, of all things. But yeah. Yeah, personally, I don't usually get given to that hype. I don't have, personally, one, I mean I have the money to buy new board games, but I've kind of stopped buying new board games lately because I don't have the friends or people who actually have the time or inclination to play. So, like, why would I buy more board games if no one wants to play, right? So that's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. Okay, so that one has one piece of clothing. This one has two pieces of clothing. So actually, I'm seeing that cloth is not being transported down to Nashville. So maybe instead we should actually produce cloth here. Because the cloth would then go up here, then back down. But again, it's kind of, again, it's all kind of the same routing there. Is there another cotton farm maybe that we could try to exploit? There's that one there. There's, again, this one way up here. And I saw, okay, one way over here as well. That's a bit far from Nashville though. So probably not. But yeah, it looks like cloth is not getting down here. So let's try this. Let's blow up this thing. Demolish this industry. And let's replace it with a weaving factory instead and see what happens. I'm going to assume that the cotton, since this cotton is so close, I don't know if I should try to build a rail line here because that seems kind of ridiculously short for a line. But we'll see here. Let's get some more upgrades. Let's get this one. Okay, got 10 million now. We are at... Oh shit. Shit. It says to deliver the evening dresses to Chicago, not to... Oh, crap. Panic. Okay, warning, I made a mistake. Okay, so... Chicago Station. Shit. Okay, so this is gonna take... So all those evening dresses are actually got consumed by Louisville when they should not have. Okay, so we're gonna have to build... How am I gonna do this? Let's build on this side of Chicago. Because this track over here is kind of in the way of everything.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, and then we're going to connect this line directly to Nashville. And I think we're going to use... We could even use this track here. Maybe. Nope, that's not... Apparently I can't curve there, so let's just use this one instead. So this track's going to go here. And then it has to avoid that little building there. And okay, actually, hold on. Let's, okay, I have to do some weird curving here. It has to go, let's go around this ranch here. There we go. And then we'll bridge over this track here, and then I guess we'll just keep on going straight. Straight through. Okay, this is going to be weird because there's competitors track there. We can probably just bridge over both of them. It's going to be expensive, but I don't want to build two bridges there. Okay, and then, ooh, so many connections here. Let's go move this over a bit. I'm going to bridge over this thing. You could, okay, another, probably, let's build another long bridge here. So bridging all across my own line, the competitor's line, and the river. And then we're going to go to the right here, and then maybe under, or over, actually, yes, over that line there. Let's move this over a bit. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so here comes, so this is the line I should have built earlier instead of dawdling. That was why we still had 0. And let's build double track here. I hope I don't fail this mission just because I misread the objective. I guess the good thing is you guys get to see more just a slightly more Railway Empire content today. Okay, get in there. Save more time. Control click. I think it should do the whole thing, I think. Just double check here. So it goes up over this huge river, goes along here, over that river, and finally over here. Cool. And that should be good. Okay, supply towers. We're going to put one right here. Probably have 4. I think we're probably going to have 4 supply towers. This is a pretty long line. So let's put one here, and then one between that portion there. Okay, good. Now, I need to, before we do this, actually no, let's set up the line first. Going from Nashville east to Chicago. Freight only. Prioritizing evening dresses. Add locomotive. And let's take a look. Okay, so that one, it left with nothing, so that's not good. And then for this train here, oh, not that one, the one going to Louisville, we're gonna fix this one. We're going to tell it to do not take evening dresses from Nashville. So copy this, and we'll, apply this to everything here. Geez, now I can see it's grabbing some evening dresses right now, which is not what I want. So let's just double check this one, make sure it says no evening dresses. Okay, looks pretty good, I hope. And you know what? Let's go build this other line here. Just gonna build a maintenance yard here. I'm gonna build this short line to bring in some cotton. I think I'm going to, how am I gonna do this? Fortunately, there's no space over here. So I'm gonna have to redo this part right here, I think. And we'll connect it to this track on the right. Our signal's back. And then we'll take this track and just loop it around over here. It's going to share the same track as the gold train, I think. Yeah, that one, but that's fine. Jewelry is not a particular priority right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and build a clothing factory in Nashville too, just to get this over with. So we'll build this supply tower. We're going to have one train only. It's going to be one of the shortest lines we're ever going to build here. Great. Locomotive. Loading up the cotton. I'm going to save again here. Again, we have until end of 1859 to do this. I'm going to clone one more train on this line. Oh, whoop, no, that's the wrong one. Whoops. Nope. Wrong train. Delete that train. I wanted to select this train here, the one heading to Chicago. Oh, there's our first 2 evening dresses. That's good. I'll try to add some more trains there. And I'm going to destroy the goldsmith. And I'm going to replace it with a tailor. So that does mean that this whole lot, some of these trains, the whole line with the gold and the coal and all that, I mean, we could probably actually turn those off. I could actually stop these lines right now. So let's go do that. I'm going to delete this train. And then also the gold train, which I think there are 2 of them. Actually, there's only 1. We're going to delete this train. So, yeah, so there's no jeweler here, so we don't need gold or coal into here. We also don't need leather coming in as well. So we can modify this line as, not that one, this one. And we can remove the priority for leather, so that means more space for clothes. Copy. I'm pretty sure we don't need, we needed jewelry earlier in the mission, but we don't need it anymore. So, do that. Nope, don't give me that. Alright, so yeah, Nashville is now a fashion capital. Well, it doesn't have jewelry anymore, but at least it is focused on just producing evening dresses. So cloth, clothing, and then evening dresses, with the chemicals coming in from Cleveland. So yeah, this is, yep, so there's lots of chemicals winning there, so we can also upgrade these things. Let's go do that. Upgrade both of these. And we'll also get supplementary clothing coming from Louisville as well. Alright, full production of clothes. We're basically, yeah, Nashville is a sweatshop, basically. So it is your Gap and Old Navy. Fred says, I thought you were going to say Nashville is now a fascist country. I don't want to go insult anyone from Nashville here, but I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, no, the clothes are coming in fast and furious. Looks pretty good here. Let's also keep on cloning this train. So let's go this Chicago train. So that's loading up. Nice, so that's 5 evening dresses on that one. I think the train is coming in. Yep, so our first train is coming in, so I'll wait for that one to come in. And then I'll clone one more on this one. So I think we should be able to get this goal in time. So, yeah. So, sorry. Sorry about the little panic there, but I was like, I totally forgot about the Chicago part of this task. I thought that we were just shipping them again to Louisville, but no, Louisville was the place where we were going to produce clothes, but that is not where I think it does. Yeah, so because Louisville is so large, it is accepting some evening dresses, but that is not where we want to ship them. We actually, hold on, is Memphis accepting? Hold on one second. I think Memphis, geez, Memphis grew so fast. It started at 20 or 30,000. Now it's 130,000. And yes, it is accepting evening dresses. So we also need to fix this line as well, because I have a feeling some evening dress. Oh, yeah, there you are. Yeah, sneaky bastard. So it looks like it's smuggling some of the evening dresses off to Memphis as well. So we're going to cut that off at the pass. So at Nashville North, do not load evening dresses.
Well, if I were you, I'd have set up a
And
new industry
then
here long
copy that, save that, and we're going to paste it onto all of these. I'm actually very surprised how fast Memphis grew. That was like only within a couple years, and all I did was connect. Well, I mean, we connected quite a few industries. We got grain and fruit and corn and milk, and then also wood. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but that's like a whole 100,000 new people who moved into there. And now they also want the evening dresses, but I'm going to stop them. She really wants this. There is also one other complaint about this game that I don't like, and that is the personnel part. Because at the very beginning of the game, I was playing around with them. They are good in the early game, but eventually, once you've built a large network like this, that it just becomes a micromanagement nightmare. So, because you can only assign these to each locomotive, and I don't want to spend the time trying to do that. So yeah, the personnel part of this game is probably one of the weakest, I would say. It's a nice touch, but for really expansive networks that I have right now, like this, oh geez, we're going all over the place. It doesn't scale very well. Okay, so we have stopped the communist Memphis people from smuggling or stealing our evening dresses. So that is now a thing. And now I think we're pretty... Oh, hold on. There's another city that could be stealing evening dresses. And that city might be... Okay, it might not be... So Cleveland might be large enough as well. Actually, it's not quite very large. Okay, good. So Cleveland's not large enough to accept evening dresses. It could grow to that size. But yeah, so we said no to Memphis, no to Louisville. So now all evening dresses should be getting pumped straight into Chicago by this point. And we're not shipping to any other cities from that. Let's keep on cloning this train. Let's take a look. Oh, that's the wrong train. Whoops. Whatever. I always keep forgetting to... I don't click the right thing here. So here comes another Chicago train that's full of evening dresses. That's good to see. Gonna clone another one. This one... Oh, also nice and full. Okay, good. So this is a good sign. We are on the right track here. Let's clone another one here. Okay, that one's empty, so that was a dud. That's fine. Let's keep on getting more trains. I'm gonna unlock the decapod and see. I don't know how much it'll cost to upgrade all the freight trains with this one. Yeah, actually only 6.8 million. So we can definitely afford that in a sec. Alright. But yeah, no, of all the complaints I've had with this game, though, this mission was pretty fun. It was actually quite doable, I think. Because I know we went to these
I can't explain why your employees suddenly
we did,
wants to work for
these
me
goals
either.
were quite, we had to get them within only, the deadline was only within a few years. Actually, all the deadlines are 1 year after each other. So 1851, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 9. So yeah, no, we did, the deadlines were pretty tight, but I was able to, I found it pretty easy to achieve them. So yeah, this was a nice, just a nice going. TCT says, how are the bonds doing? Let's go take a look. They're expiring in 39 weeks, both of them. I can actually take another one out if I really want to. I can I can take out a $78 million bond at this point. So I must be doing that well for the government to give me that sort of money. I don't think we're gonna have enough money. Well, maybe have enough money to pay off one of these bonds, but probably not both of them. But I'm pretty sure before that happens, I think we'll finish the mission. We're already at 19 out of 50 evening dresses. I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of trains. There's another train that just left. Got 6 trains on this one. I'm gonna clone one more, maybe 2 more. Yeah, this is just pumping out evening dresses at this point. I should also check out how much money we're getting from these evening dresses too, because I imagine because the production chain, you have to fabric, then to clothes, and then to evening dresses, plus you have to get the chemicals and all that. I'm imagining this is going to give us a lot of money. Let's take a look here. So let's watch this train as it comes into the station. Let's see how much money it makes. And it's actually the first load it's delivered.
This darn technology
Okay,
throws a wrench in the
so
works.
19,000, not too bad. I was actually kind of expecting a little bit more, but... Okay, so there we go. So it's just a matter of time. Let's go ride a train, see if we can... I don't know if we can have enough time to do that. Let's grab this train, maybe? I'm trying to find a train that we can ride. Let's go ride this one into Chicago. Kogri says, can you buy the AI out just for fun? I don't think I have enough money to do that. Let's take a look. This action is currently not available to you. So that kind of makes sense because, again, we're not trying to buy her out. We're not trying to liquidate her. Again, I know you guys want to do that. But, yeah, no, it's not possible in this mission. Let's go ride this guy. So yeah, hopefully, maybe I think we're on the train. I'm taking a guess here, maybe this train will be the one that'll finish the mission for us, because this does have a full load of evening dresses. Let's check a look on this side here. Oh, there's a train in front of us. Yeah, I can see right there. I don't know if we're gonna stop at the supply tower too. Looks like, yeah, looks like we are. Wow, TCTC. TCTC says we're trying to do something else to her. Indeed we are. We're trying to deliver our choo-choos to her, yes. Mm-hmm. You know, full-on express train, you know, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm, yep. Okay, here we're coming into Chicago. There's a train in front of us that also has a full load of evening dresses. So I'm not sure if that'll fulfill the mission objective.
Another clueless adversary.
Yeah, it looks like it didn't.
My little finger. Oh, Oh, don't worry.
So I have to wait for that train to exit. Fred says, goodness, Fremple. Oh my. Did I offend your sensibilities? I'm sorry about that. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there is... That's not, was not very nice of her. Oh, it seems like a big chunk of Scarlett O'Hara's company is for sale. Oh, damn it, I couldn't read the rest of it. So, oh, it looks like she might have rejected our advances. So it looks like, yes, we do have to liquidate her. So yes, your wishes, you guys' wishes are now fulfilled. We are going to have to buy her out. Didn't realize there was actually a last goal in here, so sure, let's go do that. Let's see how much we can buy her out at this point. Trade company share, let's see. Oh boy, that's a lot. I have to liquidate her, don't I? I'm gonna hold off on buying any shares right now because what I'm gonna do first is we have these bonds that are expiring in about a little bit more than half a year. I want to try to get enough money to get these out of the way, and then what we can do is maybe get a humongous bond to then help us buy her out. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep on producing my own money. Yeah, I want to see what happens, because I know if you have, I'm pretty sure if you have existing bonds, like the amount of bonds left that are available to you is less. So what I want to try to do is pay off these bonds first, and then see what kind of bond they're going to offer me afterwards. So 70 million might not be the highest. We could get something even bigger. So Zambi says, will she blend? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's what we mean by liquidate. We're not going to try to mix her into a stew or anything like that. In the meantime, unlocking technologies is fun. We can actually go back in time a little bit and see if there's anything here. Oh, increase the profits of your factories by 10%. I like that one. Increase the monthly gain of innovation points by 10%. That one's good too. Increase the transportation fee per freight car by 8%. We have until 1861, so I'm going to actually grab this innovation point just to try to... Actually, I don't know if that actually made a much of a difference. That's only 2 more points, but... Yeah, I'm definitely want to try to get this one and this transportation fee thing as well. And now we're going to try to buy her out. Okay, so this one's 12 million. I can pay it out right now and get some, pay off some penalty interest. Let's go... Actually, let's wait for this one first, because I want to try to pay off the higher bond instead. In the meantime, I'm kind of wondering whether maybe I should try to restore the jewelry supply chain here, because no, maybe not. We can leave this alone. I'm not entirely sure if jewelry is really. I think it might make about the same amount of money, and we also weren't making very much jewelry too. So let's leave that alone. Let's go maybe upgrade some more factories, perhaps. Like over here we've got... Oh, we could have actually brought the cloth from Atlanta up to Nashville like this. We have a bunch of stuff waiting here. So we could build a freight line connecting these two cities finally, maybe. That could have been an option. And then that way I don't need to build... That way I don't need to build a cloth factory there anymore. interesting idea. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go build... Do I even have enough? I do need to destroy this track, 'cause that's not useful anymore. But we're going to build a new track from here to from Atlanta. I guess we are building some more tracks today. TCTC says use Knoxville for jewelry. We could. I have to rebuild all my tracks though, so... Actually, to make this a little easier, I think, I am going to destroy this track. Actually, both of these tracks. So, we'll keep the stations there for now. I might rebuild those stations at some point. And then we also have this tunnel here, which I'm kind of... Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of money oh, we can reuse this tunnel. Yeah, let's do that. Because we already have the track going into here. So let's just connect... How are we going to do this? We need to destroy just a portion of this. So maybe from the front of this tunnel here. Like that part. We'll keep that station there. And then we'll connect this track up to the tunnel. Like this. Try to bring that over. Okay, then we'll build our double track here. Let's check our signals here. I think there is, yeah, there's some signals coming out of the tunnel already. So we'll just add these guys here. Okay, that looks good. And then, yeah, no, we just shipped the excess cotton out of Atlanta. We can even upgrade this guy here as well. Let's go do that. I'll maybe expand him one more time. But let's set up this line first. So check our supply tires. We got one there. Let's add another one down here. And then let's ship cotton from Atlanta to Nashville. And okay, we can use a decapod as well. Okay, right. So actually we don't need this cloth factory. We actually don't need this line that's shipping cotton directly. So let's just get rid of this train for now. And then... Oh, you know what? We could have just saved the... We could just kept the... We could have just replaced this with jewelry too. Shit. Here's an idea. Okay, you know what? Let's restore this line. We're not going to use Knoxville for this. We're going to restore this line here. This one's going to Cleveland, so that's fine. Put the supply tire back. No, I built a decapod. I'm pretty sure I did. I haven't upgraded all my trains to decapods though, so that's something on the bucket list. Okay, we're actually going to connect the gold line onto our main line now. So we're going to do something like this. Oops. And then we're going to add signals here. And then... that's not quite what I wanted. I need a track that goes... Shoot, that's not quite what I wanted. Let's blow up this signal here. So I want the switch actually on this side, so it doesn't interfere with oncoming traffic. No, it's not letting me do it, isn't it? There we go. And then this track goes over there to the station. That switch there. So we have, I'm not sure if you can fit a train there. Maybe just barely one train in that little section. And then, there we go. Good. Okay, so yeah, what we're going to do is we're actually going to blow up the... I mean, we spent all this time upgrading this, so it is kind of a shame to do this. But we already have the jewelry trains here, so... Actually, let me save this in case this is a mistake. And then we're going to blow up this weaving factory. And we'll put our jeweler back in here, goldsmith. And we'll place it, let's put it over here. And then let's set up our lines again. So coal here, very simple. And then our gold as well. Alright, TCDC, have a good stream. Good luck to you there. Thanks for coming by. Alright, so there's our jewelry. We're also probably going to upgrade the jewelry as well. Let's go upgrade this quite a bit. And I'm also going to ensure that we keep pumping in cloth into Nashville. I'm going to make sure that we have enough trains on this thing here. Actually, I think I'm seeing, yeah, some of the jewelry is actually coming out of Nashville too. Yeah, see this train here. Also, evening dresses are also going in that direction too. Okay, since we don't care about the evening dresses to Chicago as well, we can also lift the restriction on shipping them back to Louisville and Memphis. So let's go do Louisville first. We actually also need to put our leather priority back into here. So we'll add leather here. And even cloth could also be a priority as well. Though, honestly, it doesn't matter that much. We'll do this. We'll prioritize all of these since there's another clothing factory. And also Nashville East, we will lift the restriction on evening dresses. I'll increase the markets for that. So let's copy this, save this, and we'll paste the new itinerary around. It's looking good here. And then same thing for Memphis. We're going to go over here and remove the restriction on evening dresses. And again, copying that all over the place. And we can also probably add a couple more trains on these lines. These lines have been our workhorses. And I think we can probably, yeah, we can definitely add a couple more trains on this line to Memphis. Let's do that. So 8 trains on that line. For this line to Louisville, it's a bit shorter, so I'm not sure if 8 trains might be too much here, because we already have that train waiting there. Yeah, we'll stick with just 6 trains on this one for now. Let's check our bonds here. Okay, so they're about to expire, so we can at least try to... We're going to try accumulating some more money to get that going. This is transporting... So this is not transporting cloth right now. So let's go fix these 2 trains. So for Atlanta Central, we're going to prioritize cloth. And copy that one, paste it on the other one. And then let's clone this guy a couple times. So now we have 4 trains on that line. Cool. Alright. It's looking pretty good now. Okay, so we got jewelry coming out of this place. We can upgrade this guy over here. Get some more more cloth coming out of here. So let's do this. And Don't know if we need to... we don't own this cotton farm, but it is... Oh, it's producing lots anyway. So that's not a problem. We could add a couple more trains on this thing, though. I'm going to add 2 more trains on this line. Because we need to get more cotton and fruit into there. Yeah, pretty much we just have to add more trains everywhere. I'm going to wait until we get 300 points. We'll get those juicy, like these upgrades here. That'll improve our profits. Also make sure... Yeah, Scarlet is quite expensive, so... We just need to improve the efficiency of our existing network, I think, and that should get us over the hump. Let's go... We haven't checked on the stuff we have in Jacksonville yet. Let's go take a look here. So I only have 2 trains bringing sugar into Augusta, and Augusta... Yeah, there's definitely a lack of sugar coming in, so let's go clone this train a bit. And I'm not sure, I don't own this sugar plantation, but there is, it's already fully upgraded, so no need to buy that. We've got Jacksonville here. Let's take a look. We got our cattle coming in.
Look, one of your trains.
I'm actually going to finally double this track here, because this thing has been single tracked for way too long, I think. Definitely could add another train on this one. So let's wait for that train to go in and we'll add some signals. Still waiting on that upgrade. Yeah, this train is actually... How much has it made? It's made $1 million. And of course it just breaks down outside the station. Just great. Okay, well, while that's happening, I'm just gonna put the signals in right now. So let's do that. Fred says, I'm feeling rather hungry. What should I eat? I'm not sure what... Is there anything in your fridge? Can you make another sandwich, perhaps? I haven't eaten very much this morning. I kind of woke up quite late, so... I need to figure that out later. Okay, so let's go... I'm gonna... Actually, I think we can actually bypass the breakdown by upgrading the locomotive right now. I'm gonna upgrade to a decapod right now. I'm gonna bid on the consolidation just to prevent her from getting this. Because I don't want her to get any advantages from getting this train. Let's keep on bidding here. She's gonna bid again. 3, 2, 1. Good. Yes, I did. Okay, no, it's still broken down, but we're gonna clone this train, so now there are at least 2 cattle trains coming in. Could add a third one, maybe. Harold 4514 says, where do you stream from? Not sure if I understand the question there. Do you mean where I live? I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So I'm on the west coast of Canada. So for me, I'm in the Pacific time zone. So for me right now, it's about 1 in the afternoon, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. This time zone seems to work out for a lot of people in Europe. So, and that's where a lot of the regulars come from. So that's why I've stuck with this time frame. I've considered maybe doing like late night streams for like maybe in the evening, like 7 p.m. my time. Obviously Europeans wouldn't be able to get to it, but that is the prime time for people in the Americas. Let's go get the mechanical interlocking tower. That'll increase our transport fee by 8%. Fred says, and is describing what he has available to eat. I have a slice of key lime pie, I have a baguette to make a sandwich. Oh, I like baguettes. And I have some boneless buffalo wings with ranch. I mean, you could just make a snack with those wings, perhaps. You could eat all of that. The baguette... Obviously, the baguette on its own might not be so good. So you definitely need to add ingredients on that one. So yeah, so like I said, I might decide to start doing streams in my evening time frame. I want to see if I can get maybe, you know, definitely, I'm not sure more audience members, but different ones at least.
Well, if I were you...
But if I ever do that, I'd probably play a different game. So people that are watching a current game, like for example Railway Empire, like I'm playing now, they won't miss out on anything. Oh, baguette's good with soup. Yeah, that's true. If you have soup available. Okay. So this line has 4. I'm wondering if I should clone it one more time. Again, we're trying to get as much cloth out of here. Yep, that is full of cloth right there. I'm gonna clone it 2 more times. And we only had 1 gold train on this line here. I'm not sure if I want to perhaps add another train there. See, is that the gold train? Yeah, there it is. Let's add a 2nd gold train. The problem with this, though, is because we have both of these lines merging on each other, they're going to get all stuck over here. So I gotta be careful of that. Actually, I think our jewelry factory is not getting sufficiently supplied at the moment. Yeah, there is a lack of gold coming in, so... So I'm not sure if I need... Again, the more trains I add on this, the more it's going to get congested, though. Okay, so we still have 3 years to buy her out. So not in a tremendous hurry. It looks like we also we eliminated 1 bond. So that increased our bonds a little bit. We're at 75 million. But yeah, I think I'm going to go start buying some of her shares. So let's go. Yeah, you see. Oh, yeah, she cost 272 million. So that's not great. Okay, I'm going to keep looking around, see if we can add more trains in certain areas. We got our sugar here. Those are making some money there. And Augusta, I think... Yep, looks like... Yep. So now there's enough sugar and fruit coming into this place here. And we got our fruit trains coming in. Actually, that's only 1 fruit train. So that's fine. Got our grain coming in here. I think there's only 2 trains.
Chin up, sweetie.
2 trains on that one. I think okay, there's certainly a lack of grain coming in here, so maybe we could clone a 3rd train on this one. Also, I think I'll go upgrade everything to a decapod as well. So again, that's going to cost us only 8 million, so let's save up for that, and then we'll upgrade all our trains. Yeah, we can also upgrade a distillery too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's upgrade it maybe up to there for now. And maybe if we have enough money, we can upgrade it further. I think... Is Augusta large enough to accept alcohol? Yes, it does. So it is... cool. No, I'm gonna pay that. So it is accepting its own alcohol. I think definitely Atlanta is accepting it as well. So that's good. I'm not sure if we can maybe ship some of that alcohol down to Jacksonville. Could try that. Yeah, let's you know what? Let's build a line from Jacksonville to Augusta, because that is missing in our... That's currently missing in our repertoire right now. So let's go upgrade this station. A second track there. And then we're going to build a track that goes across this river, and then it'll turn into this station here. And we do have... Yeah, we actually do have one track available. So that's pretty convenient. Okay, let's go build this guy. So we're going to go branch off here. We're going to go... Okay, it's a bit of a weird hill here. It's a very gradual incline. Let's go up to here. Yeah, it is actually quite hilly here. Why is that a 12% incline? That doesn't make any sense. Why is that 12%? That's not that much of a difference, is it? 9%? 8%? Could try to curve this out a little bit more. Kogri says Jacksonville has alcohol. It has a plant, but it's not producing any alcohol right now because there's no fruit going into it. So that... Oh, that's her building. So she's actually losing money from this. So yeah, no, Kogri, there is an alcohol plant here, but there is no fruit coming in here. So yeah, no. Shipping alcohol here will be alcohol will be accepted down here if I ship it down here. Let's build this line. And we are going to connect this up. Again, it's not just alcohol we're going to ship. Like, I'm sure there are other goods that these two cities can actually, the beer as well from Augusta will be useful down here, down in Jacksonville, because Jacksonville is producing mainly meat. So again, meat is going to come up from Jacksonville, and then Augusta, and then beer is going to come from Augusta down to Jacksonville. This, I was hoping this mission would only take a little bit of time, but it's actually taking longer than I expected. So, I mean, we're still about halfway through today's stream. I hope it's not going to take too much longer, because I want to make sure we have enough time to play some Conduct Deluxe as well. Let's put a supply tower right here, so it's all shared there. And then we're going to put a supply tower there. Alright, let's set up our line from Jacksonville east to Augusta south. Freight only. I could also start making a passenger service if I really wanted to, but no, we're gonna go freight only. And actually, you know what? No, we're gonna make it a mixed train. Let's do a mixed train instead. And we're going to use the Rogers Mogul, I think. It's been a while since I've built a mixed train. These are all freight trains. Okay, so Rogers Mogul. So this will also accept passengers and mail. And oh, it's actually accepting candies too. I did not know that. Does it accept candies? Oh. Oh, okay. So apparently, because when the city gets large enough, candies are also accepted. So that's also good to see. Let's get some more trains on this line. I want to start to see if any passengers get loaded up. There we go. So there's some mail, and there's some passengers there. So cool. So yeah, we got two mixed lines going from Augusta and to Atlanta. We have a separation of freight and express trains on Jacksonville to Montgomery and also between Atlanta to Montgomery. I'm not sure if I want to try upgrading these lines so that we have separation between freight and passenger. I feel like that's going to be too much work.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm just going to stick with
Bad luck.
mixed trains for now. For these lines here. Okay. So we'll add a few more trains onto that line. Cool. And I think Augusta to Atlanta is also a mixed line, I
And with
think.
a photo
Yep.
too.
So this one is also shipping passengers, basically anything really. Has also 6 trains. I think that's definitely enough for that line there. Let's go back to this train here. So you can see now there's beer coming out of Augusta, and that's going to send that over down to Jacksonville. It's not shipping any alcohol though yet. So I think beer is still more profitable for those trains. Okay. I think we'll add 6 trains on this line, so let's go keep on adding more trains here. Breweries in Jackson. Nope, don't want that. Oops. Let's click there. Let's add another train there. So 6 trains on that line. What's this? Oh, she's trying to buy some industries. Too bad she's buying industries that are not going to make a profit, so... Alright. I wish there was a way to double check. I want to double check if there's any trains that are losing money and see if we can do anything about this. We got a couple here. But this one is coming from our... Oh, this one's shipping cotton over. Though... Yeah, these ones are losing money, though they are still shipping cotton over the warehouse. I think the warehouse right now... I see. Yeah, so some of these... because we prioritized cotton now, that may not necessarily be the most profitable for the trains shipping from the warehouse to Louisville. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deprioritize cotton now. Just to... It's not absolutely necessary. So we'll do that. Copy, rail line. Insert. Insert. And insert. Also, again, I'm not sure... Can we add any more trains on this line? I don't think so. Yeah, this is pretty... Oh, that broke down right there. That's not so good. Yeah, I think we're experiencing a case where... Because we have so many trains coming in and just dumping stuff in the warehouse, there's not enough trains grabbing stuff from the warehouse and delivering it into Louisville. That's a bit of a problem.
Oh no, what bad luck.
If we really wanted to, we could try doubling. Like, try to have a second line that also goes to Louisville. But that would mean moving some of these tracks over. There is a bunch of tracks on Louisville East here, so we could try that. I'm not sure if I want to try doing that at the moment. Okay, next upgrade. I think I'm going to go for increase the profits of my factories by 10%. Trying to get some more of that going there. And also, we do have enough money now, I think, to upgrade everything to decapods, so let's go do that. So, for all freight trains. There we go. So yeah, so right now we have the best trains, I think. Mixed trains are the Rogers Moguls, that's fine. And the express trains are the... Actually, what are the express trains? Let's go take a look at those. Those are Rogers Americans. I think there is one... Go back to this screen. Oh yeah, so no, yeah, that is the best express train that we have at the moment. Let's take a look at our express trains, see if they're... Yeah, you can see the passenger volume for these trains is still not really large. So again, I'm not gonna add any additional trains on that one. Let's go check Atlanta to Montgomery. Oh, that's a freight train. Whoops. So not that line, this line. There it is. Actually, only 2 trains on this one. And even then, this one doesn't... I mean, I could probably add a couple more trains, but it looks like these 2 trains don't have very much volume as well. So, I'm going to leave that one alone. Let's go... I saw some chief engineer. Okay, that one gives me innovation points, so we're going to keep him. And then the accountant, we haven't hired one of these. Oh, this guy would have been useful earlier, but I guess I'll hire him. He reduces the purchase price of any locomotive, so I should have got him before I upgraded everything to decapods, so that's a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure what this slot is for. Headhunter and a professor. Don't need him. Alright. So, yeah, we do have to buy her out. But I'm not sure if I'm making enough profit to do so. Because it's taking quite a while. Let's go check our trains again. Look for any trains that are not making tremendous amounts of money. Let's go maybe scroll down from the bottom. So Wood Ranch to Warehouse. Oh yeah, this one is bringing in cattle. I think we're starting to see more cattle come out of the warehouse, so we're going to see that one produce more. I think we definitely need to fix this problem here. We need another line grabbing stuff from this warehouse here. So let's go see how we can do that. This track over here is going into this track, and that one, this one's going to Nashville. That one's going from the other warehouse that we have, which is way over here. This warehouse, I think, is a little bit more balanced because, I mean, it's all full, but trains can also grab stuff and deliver them to Cleveland as well. I'm actually thinking maybe... Yeah, this train is... That one's heading to Cleveland. You have enough trains on that line there. Kogri says, trains to the warehouse will always be negative. Yeah, it seems like the case. I mean, if you have enough trains getting stuff out of the warehouse, then you can make a profit. Like these cotton trains, when we were prioritizing cotton to come out of the warehouse, those were making money. Oh, because the warehouse does not pay, really? Oh, I did not know that. That is true. Yeah, it does not pay. Okay, so never mind then. So we can ignore those trains, I guess, and let them keep doing their own thing. So I guess what we're looking for is any trains that are not part of that warehouse, or not going to a warehouse. So let's take a look here. Got Nashville East. That one's... I think that's just a blip. That's not... Well, actually, this one... Yeah, shipping stuff back from Chicago is not... This line here is not... Well, it's not that popular anymore because we're not shipping evening dresses all the way over there. Yeah, the evening dresses have kind of dried up. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so you can see here, because the cloth has run out, there's no clothes. And there's no clothes, there's no stuff there. We are still shipping... All the cloth from here is gone as well. So yeah, this is actually a... Oh, what's wrong? What's happening over here? Oh, whoops. I see the problem here. So our cotton line is sharing the same track as all these trains. Ah, that's a big problem. So we need to fix that, I think. Yeah, so that train is for passenger service. This train is for Augusta. And that one's going to Jacksonville. I see the problem. So what I need to do, how can we fix this? Because I want this to be dedicated, and I want this cotton line to be dedicated as well. So we could just stuff it into the express train, maybe. Yeah, because I want to make sure these trains are separated from each other. So let's go wait for that train to get in here. Try blowing up. I'm trying to put a demolition marker there. Let me put one there. Okay, this is not working very well. Yeah, Atlanta is kind of completely full at the moment. Okay, so I really want to blow up this track, but there's already too many trains coming in here. I can't stop them at the moment.
This darn technology throws a wrench in the
I
works
want to
too
blow
often,
this up.
doesn't it?
Okay. How can we do this? Oh, okay, we can blow up that whole track, and then... Okay, we can connect this here. And then we switch this over here. There we go. Actually, I can probably move that switch a little closer. So let's move that one. Okay, I guess maybe that was the best place for a switch. Then we remove this section here. And then put our signal back. So yeah, these express trains are gonna be... Unfortunately, these are gonna block these trains. So maybe if we move these express trains onto a different line, like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if we have any space for this. Because the bridge is actually onto that track there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna remove... We added 2 trains on this line, but I think I'm gonna remove at least this one, just to reduce it back to 2 trains. Just so we... Oh, but they're making so much money though. Maybe not. Okay, back to 4 trains there. I really gotta find a spot for this train here. Could share it with the... So this one... This line here is for Jacksonville, that's the mixed train. And then... This line here is for Augusta. That's actually pretty profitable too. So let's... I'm going to destroy this bridge completely. And we're going to take this first track over here. Oh, that's actually a tunnel. That's fine. And then we're going to bring that tunnel up here and then merge like this. Okay. So not the not ideal, but at least it'll get the cotton moving, which is probably more important because it affects everything downstream. So it'll affect the evening dresses and the clothing and all that. So Kogri says, make this line a mixed one, then it should make some profit again. Which line are you referring to? That was actually from a few minutes ago. Sorry, I was trying to focus on getting this thing to work. Let's go, what else can we do? To increase transportation fee by 8%. Yeah, let's go get this one here. Get some more freight profit. Are you referring to this line between Atlanta and Nashville? I mean, it's a freight line right now. I'm not sure if I want to make it a passenger line, though. We have no passenger service north of Atlanta at the moment. Oh, the long one for the dresses I meant. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah, because that one will... Okay, so let's change... Let's replace this with a Rogers Mogul. Actually get some money back. Automatic. And here's the thing, I think I have to... Unfortunately, this only copies the itinerary. I have to replace all the trains with Moguls as... I have to replace them manually. So let's just do this first. I'm also removing the evening dress priority as well, so we can get rid of that. Okay, did I do all of them? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna double check all of these.
Oh no, what bad luck.
Automatic. 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 Okay, now we just have to replace each of these, so... Bear with me here, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, unfortunately there's no automatic way of doing this, as far as I know. So I have to go through each and every one of these. Plus the, yeah, one problem with this game, it gets so noisy when you go into that screen, but actually the decapod's actually quite noisy. Alright, there we go, so there's our new... I have to shout this line. Shout this line, or do you mean shut this line down? I could do that, but I already built this line anyway, might as well try to milk as much profit from it as well. We'll see what happens if there's by making this mix. Let's see how much passenger profit we can make. We'll probably, considering how long the distance is, I think we'll do pretty well there. Actually, there's a line between Louisville and Indianapolis that I have kind of neglected. I think I'm going to add a couple more trains on this guy. Because there's only 2 trains on this critical section here. Okay, 15 million. Let's go start buying her out. She's still 307 million? Oh god. I should have bought her out earlier. Okay, we're gonna buy 7% shares.
Welcome on board, sweetie.
Let's start doing this here. I think the bond is... Oh shoot, I should have not done that. The bond is gonna keep on going. Oh well, that's fine. I should have used that money to pay off the bond instead. But oh well. Okay, let's check our lines here. We got... Is there any way I can sabotage her, maybe? Doesn't look like it. So it's really just trying to compete with her right now. We got 6 trains on Jacksonville, Augusta South. Looks like they're not all full. So maybe adding more trains might not be the best solution there. Though I want to try to get some of this alcohol shipped out of here. Oh, no, okay, it is getting shipped out. Let's upgrade this distillery though. So that's fully upgraded. And that should get us more alcohol to ship out of there. Got our line from here to here. From Augusta to Atlanta. This line, let's check this line for a sec.
This darn technology throws a wrench in the works.
Yeah, these trains are fairly full, except this one. This one coming out of... Oh wait, that's the wrong train. Why am I looking at that one? This one nope, not... Oh, I see, it's this train. Because this train actually continues on to the corn farm. So that's why we're seeing some empty trains. So we can definitely add a few more on this one. Let's add 2 trains there. Again, we're sharing this train from Atlanta to Jacksonville is sharing with the express train up here. So I don't know if I want to add more trains, necessarily add more trains on this one. I think actually these trains, because they're getting stuck at the station, they might be getting stuck here. And this one's the... Where's this train going? What's this train? This one's... Oh, it's the freight train to Montgomery. Okay. Yeah, I wish I had more spots. We've maxed. We have 9 lines that we want to connect here, and only have 8 platforms. So one of these lines is going to have, or at least 2 of these lines are going to have, get the short stick on this. Okay, research still going. I feel like I'm not making as much money as before though. I'm gonna check my company screen here. So yeah, we're making, okay, making about 8 million per quarter. We have 2 years to buy her out, so I don't know if that's enough time. Oh boy, this is not good. It's very possible we'll probably lose this mission if I'm not careful here. To make a very profitable company. Let's go keep looking for trains that are not performing well. These are all warehouse trains. Warehouse to Louisville. These ones, Stark Manor to Jacksonville. These are the sugar trains. So these ones are providing sugar into Jacksonville. We haven't upgraded our sweetmeat shop, so let's go upgrade that one completely. So we can definitely get some more sugar into there. Let's add... Gonna add a 3rd train on this line. At this point, I'm just gonna upgrade as many of our buildings. We can upgrade the paper mill to help bring some more paper into Jacksonville. I think that one actually is full of paper. So upgrade this paper mill. Got our freight line here. We got 10 trains on this line. That's quite a bit already. We got our express train here. That one's also quite profitable as well. Kogri says, may do some new city connections with new mixed trains. They tend to be really profitable. But I don't know if it's too late for that. Yeah, I'm not sure if there are any other cities we can really connect to. There is Jackson down here, which we could do that. I mean, there's paper and beer, we can definitely ship that into there. Or maybe from Memphis, perhaps. Actually, we could ship some wood as well into Jackson. So that's an option. Actually, maybe. I mean, if we do this right, we could... Oh, there's a problem here. Yeah, there's a... Yeah, this train's actually stuck here. Let's go fix this thing. No, oh, there's actually... Crap, there's a backlog here. So, shoot, this is not... That's not the right track you're supposed to go on there. I'm gonna add this switch here. And then I'm going to add this thing here. Hold on here. I'm going to try to let's connect this up here. And then add this track. Nope. What I'm trying to do is get the trains into this track here, because you can see there's a backlog of stuff on this line. So I'm trying to improve the, because it's sharing it with this train over here, which is not what we want. I can also maybe, I wonder if I can move this track over here, though I think I'd have to remove... I really hate this part of the game where you're trying to fix something and you can't move the trains around. It's not fun. Okay, next thing, let's go with... what else can we upgrade? Train personnel, 10-wheeler. Got train tracks, bridges, time passengers will wait. We already have that. So there's nothing left for freight. We can just upgrade maybe passenger comfort. So we can definitely get increased profits from transported mail. Let's go get this one. Yeah, I think we may have lost the mission. I think we may have lost the scenario, unfortunately, because even though we're doing very well, she is doing much better than us, at least in terms of profit. Though she is kind of cheating in some ways. So yeah, if that happens, that's fine. I mean, at least I tried to play through the scenario. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out here. Okay, so I want this track to go... Actually, you know what? Let's just do this switch here. And then I'll redo these signals here so that... Actually, that's fine on its own, I guess. Object in use. So I can't remove that signal. I want to try to get some of these trains into this track here. Because that is actually shorter for a shorter distance. So we'll wait for those trains to clear. I'm not sure if I can fix these guys right now. Nope. I can move that track over. Here we go. So I'll move this track over here and then switch... Yeah, that's fine, because switch these guys over here. Like that. Remove this track. I can't believe I actually made this mistake. This is... How much was she? Because you can take bonds for 150 million? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I still have the... I still have this bond, though, so we gotta... I think I want to try to pay that off as soon as possible. Yeah, so each bond is 75. If I can get a third one, I doubt it though. That would be 225, but she's at 184. She's at 259 right now. And I only have 7% of her right now. Okay, so we're gonna fix this little problem here. So now you should see this train should go... No, it's still going into that... into this thing here. It should be going into... I want it to go into this track on the... this fourth track here. And then we can use a second track for a line via Jackson. Or we can actually use this line for a freight line into Jackson right now. Let's go do this. I'm gonna build a large train station in Jackson. Put a link here maybe. And then
new stations on the playing field.
Yeah, for the express train, I think, yeah, we're gonna bring this track up. Gonna have to go through this little, it's a pretty sharp, yeah, 4% incline there. Let's upgrade this thing. And then I'm gonna add some doubling here. Actually, let me redo this little piece here. We're gonna connect this up to that track. And then, so yeah, we're gonna expand to Jackson and see if we can get some more profit out of here. What we're gonna do is, oops, that's not what I want. I want to not just connect Jackson up to Memphis, but we'll also connect it up to Montgomery. I think we do have a few empty tracks available. Oh, actually, this station is actually not upgraded, so that's a good one to connect to. And that should bring, I'm not sure what it'll bring, maybe paper at least, down there. Oh, there's a cheese factory there, we can bring that up. That's owned by our competitor though. Okay, so now let's remove that track, put that back here. And I'm actually going to remove these two trains for now, I'm going to redo them. So let's delete this train and that train. And I'll add, put my signals back here. So let's do that. And then on this side, sorry, my voice is leaving me here. This is taking way too long. Zambi, if you're still in chat, I'm sorry, but I'll see if we can still play Conduct Deluxe. But I'm sorry for you having to wait, because I'm sure you want to see the rest of that game. I'll probably still play it, but though this stream's going to be quite long today. Okay, so now we have this new line. I'm going to add, let's go add a maintenance building in Jackson. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Okay, and then we'll go Jackson, Wood, and then Memphis, and then back to Hall Chopping.
Oh no.
And yeah, we'll make this freight only. We're gonna have it. I'm gonna build a separate express train, I think. That's why I'm leaving that second track available. I'm gonna clone this. Get 4 trains on that line right away. And let's go back here. Yeah, it's still trying to get into that second track there. So, I mean, I just have to wait for these trains to leave. Let's go remove this thing here. So what I'm hoping... Yeah, all the trains are back here, so I'm hoping I'm gonna bid on this so she doesn't get it. I want to I'm trying to fix this track here, but I need to wait for those trains to leave. Stop bidding on this. She really wants that, doesn't she? Wow. All right. 200,000 it is.
Did you bring your big wallet with you?
Okay. Can I remove this section here? No, I can't. Because I want to try to sneak this train in, but damn it, it's actually... I think the train's coming in here. I'm going to do a little bit of sneaky stuff here. I'm going to remove this track and see if we can... There we go. So I'm just sort of trying to prevent that train from coming in here. And then we're going to fix all of this stuff here. So it's going to move this. We're going to switch this out and bring it in here if we can. Something like this. It's not perfect right there, but I just need to I still need to have this track to let that train come out. And then let's redo the signals. So this and that. And then also a signal here. Okay, so now these are, and then we can put this back as well. There we go. That one's gonna go away. So it still says object in use. I have to wait for it to pass that signal. And you know what, I'm just gonna leave this like, well, you know what, let's see if I can, no, I can't. Apparently I can't fix this little part here. Nope. So I guess we'll just leave it for now. Alright, so there we go. So this should all be fixed now. There's 3 trains on this line. I wonder if I should add... I'm going to add a 4th one on this one, because I think there's lots of grain and fruit coming in. And on this line we can... Oh, there's already 8 on this thing. I think that should be enough, to be honest. I don't think adding another one's a good idea. Okay, so we got the wood coming in on this line here. They're kind of all bunched up, but I'm gonna add 2 more. And then let's connect up to Montgomery. Let's upgrade this station. And let's build a train up to there. You have to kind of avoid the hills here. Build onto that far left track here. Kogri says, okay, that means your profit right now, you can't buy her if I see it correctly, but so you could panic. Take a loan. I think she will grow too fast right now. Yeah, that is a problem. I'm just going to try to see if I'm going to expand to Jackson. I'm going to take your advice and see if expanding to a city might give us a little bit more profit, but I don't know if this is a good idea right now. Okay, so this will be a mixed train. Let's do that. Again, if we fail this scenario, I'm fine with it. Like, we've played most of the scenario. Like we were able to get the candies and the jewelry and all that, and that was fun. This final part is not. It's kind of it's icing on the cake, but I mean, I'm sure there's better. You could do the scenario again in a better way, and then try to buy her out earlier, or at least try to beat her to the punch, I guess. Okay, 2 supply towers. Alright. And let's set up the line. Automatic. We'll use the mogul. And I'm just gonna clone a bunch because I'm gonna forget. Alright. Yeah, she's getting way too large. I'm not making enough profit per quarter. I'm actually just reaching up to 10 million at the moment. Though my company value is humongous. Okay, so this bond is gonna.
This darn technology.
Yeah, you can see the bond is now down to 60 million. I'm not sure how this is determined. So it's not up. It was up at 75 million earlier. So yeah, this is not going well. And we have 1.5 years to do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to pay off that loan or bond right now, or at least have enough money on hand to pay it off. Got 200 innovation points. Yeah, the interest on those bonds is kind of bad. So I do want to pay that off as soon as possible. Damn. There's a bunch of X's up here. That's because of the warehouse. Can't really do too much about that, I think. Unless we redo everything here, but I think it's too late, I think, to do stuff. We could start moving tracks over to these two on the east station here, but I'd have to redo all the trains and do all sorts of stuff like that. What's going on here? What's this? What's happening over here? Wait, what? Hold on. Why is she trying to connect to my station? What is she doing? Wait a minute. Oh, that's her station. Oh, I see. Oh, never mind. I thought that was my station. Oh, I see. Okay. So she has a large train station and she can cheat by just having one track there. That's... How can you compete with that? That's silly. Okay, so never mind. We can't, there's absolutely no way we can, try to make this more efficient. That's unfortunate. Okay, we got 13 million. I think can pay penalty interest on that. Let's just do it right now. Oh, no, I have to... Don't have enough money quite yet. I have to wait till I get 14 and a little bit. 14 million and a little bit there. What else can we do? Oh, there is an unlock for freight. Let's get that one.
This darn technology.
I missed that one there.
Too often, doesn't it?
Breweries in Fayetteville. You can buy that. That's fine. Dairy farms in Indianapolis. Yeah, she's pretty much trying to buy every single industry at this point. Oh shit, maybe I should have bid on that. Just to get her to spend more money. So yeah, no, I think at this point she's trying to buy out all the industries and just make even more money. So that's not good. Okay, let's pay off that loan. Okay, so yeah, so 60, it's still stuck at 60 million, unfortunately. So the most we can get, assuming that, like, it looks like 120 million. It's on the 55. And that is probably not even close because, well, that'll get us halfway. But I don't know if that's enough. And we're just gonna keep on trying here, I guess. We'll just play this till the end. There's someone. If you're hearing noises, I have a very noisy upstairs neighbor who doesn't seem to understand that stomping around the floor of their apartment seems to make a lot of noise and is not very aware of it. I should really complain to him, but I don't know. I just don't. Usually, people who who aren't aware that they're making noise are usually not receptive to complaints like that. They're just, yeah. Jeez, that was a door slam. What the hell? Okay, so got 3 million right now. I don't know what else to do really. We got 4 trains on this Montgomery line. Oh, that's making a lot of money right there. These are all not necessarily full. It looks like it's mostly passenger service from these two lines. Let's go build an express line from Memphis to Jackson. So I'm going to use my second track here, and this one's going to go around this way, so it doesn't even have to go down there. So let's go build this one. And we're going to go over here. Okay. We'll double this track up. Go on the outside, I think. Then maybe I want to move it not like that. And oh, what's happening here? Oh, there's a bridge right there. Whoops. It's not what I wanted. Let's add some signals. Yeah. Then supply towers. Let's add 2 of them. Let's put one here and over here. Do you guys know if the free game is like this too? Because if the competitor is this aggressive, then I might have some trouble playing the free game on Wednesday. Jackson to Memphis, passengers and mail only. This will be a Rogers American. And that was actually not that full. It kind of makes sense because Jackson is actually not growing. It's actually losing out on some. So maybe we'll just add 2 trains on this one for now. Okay. Got a cheese factory there, though that cheese factory is actually making quite a bit of money, so it's not so good. We can all... The problem with the AI is only in the late game, Kobri says. Yeah. It does, if you let it seems like if you let it go, it'll dominate everything. So That's what I'm discovering right now. I want to bring in this milk into Montgomery.
This darn technology throws a wrench in the works.
So I'm
too
going
often,
to expand this station. And I think I should have moved this track over. Let's wait for this train to leave. And let's build a track down to this dairy farm and get this, we are kind of helping the competitor with this, but at least we might get some money out of it. Is that one leaving? Oh, there's another one coming in. Actually, there's several coming in. Actually, that's the whole cluster there. Let's start off by building a small station down here, at the very least.
You're constantly expanding your business.
And okay, let's check our bonds here. Yeah, no, look, it's now down to 41 million. What the hell? That is... Why am I getting less money now? Like my profits are at 10 million per quarter. So it kind of makes sense I should be able to get bigger bonds, but no, now it's even worse. Very strange. Okay, here we go. So let's fix this up. Oh, still in use. Gotta wait for it to leave the signal. Then we'll move this over to that track. And that signal there. And then we'll take this second track here and bring that down to the dairy farm. Straighten this out a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I will be playing the free mode on Wednesday and seeing how that goes. Though yeah, I hope I don't run into a situation where I get screwed over by the AI. Hello, Jim Daggert. He says, in a new game, when you start to make money and grow cities, you need to place another station, even though you don't need it at the time, so the AI can't build a station in your city. Yeah, that's a good point. When I play the free mode, I'll keep that in mind. Though, because I've been playing a scenario, I don't usually have enough money to even... I guess I could just build a small station then, so maybe that might be okay. But definitely in the very early game, I don't have enough money to even build a second station. So hence why. It hasn't been a problem in this scenario because in this map, she started way up here and I started way down in the south here. So we didn't run into any issues there. But, okay, let's set this up. This will probably be the last new line I'll build. And then we'll just await our fate, I guess, and try to see how much we can buy her out. Kogri says, for the bond, maybe because of the time to the end of the scenario? That doesn't make any... I don't think so. I think it's some other variable that's controlling this. I don't know if it's... The stock market is... I don't think that has anything to do with it. But yeah, no, usually what happens is if the better my company is performing, the higher my bond. It did get up to 75 million, but I don't understand why it's going down. Yeah, Jim Dagger, this has been a fun game. I have played through the campaign, and this is the fourth scenario I've played. I've played Black Gold, the Northern Passage, and the Automobile. Those are pretty fun scenarios. it does. The game does have a bit of flaw, a few flaws. So personally, I can't recommend paying full price for it. But I have gotten quite a few hours on it playing on stream like this. Yeah, starting on Wednesday, I'm gonna this will be the last scenario I'm going to play, and then I'll start a free game and see how well that goes on Wednesday, and then I'll play that for maybe 2 or 3 more streams until till I get to the next game. But I know it's a fun game. It's I mean, it has trains. What more could you ask? Sorry, what more could you ask for there? So there's our milk coming into Montgomery North, which is gonna feed into her factory though. It looks like she's already, even without the rail link, she is already getting milk from just traditional means, so she's already making profit with this thing. So it's not gonna make a difference. Yeah. This game definitely reminds me of Railroad Tycoon 2. It's definitely a successor to that game. I wouldn't say it's a good successor, because that Railroad Tycoon had a lot of different scenarios and was quite fun. But hopefully the developers will try to improve the user interface and make this game better. Okay, 11 million. And also thank you for that follow, Jim Daggert, 74. Yeah. So I'll probably play this. So I'm gonna play this on Wednesday again, and then maybe next Sunday and next Wednesday as well. And then the plan is then on the Thursday after Surviving Mars is coming out. So that'll probably replace. The next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday will probably be the last Railway Empire stream for a while. Maybe we might come back to it maybe if they make some significant updates or maybe add a DLC or something. Okay, well, I think I have 1 more year to finish this, and I don't think we're gonna make it. So we have 12 million right now. Bonds are still at 42 million. Ah, jeez. Let's see, can I go buy... Let's see, how much can we buy right now of her? We can... Oh boy, we can buy up to not even 10%. Oh boy.
Oh, did you realize that you can earn money?
I wish there was a way to sell my own stock of myself. Yeah, that's something kind of weird in this game, because I know definitely in Railroad Tycoon you could buy your own stock or buy back your own stock. You could also set up dividends and those sort of things. But in this game, there's no option to sell your own stock or buy your stock at all. So I mean, if that option was there, I could potentially just sell my own stock, maybe just up to maybe 51% or something, and then just buy her out with the money I earned from that. Because my company value is like 5 times hers, but I still can't buy her out because I'm not making enough money. I have more trains than her too, and more track, so... Yeah, this stock system in this game is a bit wonky. Also the fact that you have to buy 100% of her shares, when technically you should just be able to control the company at least when you get 51%. Okay, got 300 points. Let's see what else we can unlock here before the end times come. Reliability of locomotives, passengers, reduce maintenance requirements. Let's get this one. Yeah. I'm not... Why is she so valuable? Like, That makes no sense. And again, there was no, because of this scenario, it locked. That actually makes this scenario very difficult because you're not able to buy any of her stocks until the very last. When you complete the evening dresses, or you complete all 3 of these tasks, the last set of tasks here. So that pretty much means that you have to pretty much rush all the way to here, like just way ahead of schedule, before she expands her company, and then just try to buy her out while she's still small. Yeah, it's kind of irritating. Why is my company... Yeah, now my company value's down to 400,000. What's going on here? Why is it going down? No, yeah, my bonds is now at 37 million. What? Am I losing money? Am I... It doesn't make any sense to me because my quarterly profit has increased all this time. It hasn't... You actually... Oh, you can actually see the income and expenditure here. Like, there goes my income. My expenditure is still kind of flatlined. Transport revenue is going up. I don't know what's the problem. Why is it... Why... What is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Is it because she's expanding so much that it's cutting into my company value? That makes no sense. That should be independent, but I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna build anymore at this point because I don't think it's worth doing it. I'm actually gonna push this button. I'm gonna accelerate the game until the end of 1861, and we're going to honorably finish. We're gonna honorably fail the mission. We gave it our best shot. We'll try to buy as much stock of hers, but I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why I'm losing bond potential. Like, it just cut down in half. Okay, now it's back to 46 million, but 49, 51, 53.
Oh no, what bad luck.
Fred says, "My son, there are mysteries in life that we'll never discover." Yep, that includes wooing a railroad tycoon like Scarlett O'Hara. So, I guess it was never meant to be. It was never meant to be. Okay, let's see if we can... How much can we buy? With 12 million. Oh boy, I can buy... Wait, 6%? 11, 7, 538, so 7 more percent shares. So I'm at 23% now. Let's check. I'm gonna keep an eye on that bond. It's back down to 45. There it goes again. Heading down. War breaks out in South Carolina. I don't give a damn. Oh yeah, the Civil War is about to get going, isn't it? Oh, is that what is happening? Is it because of the Civil War? Now it's the economy is kind of tanking right now.
Oh no.
Maybe that's the problem.
Bad luck.
Yeah, 48 million now. Okay, 3 million there. Oh boy. Jackson is still... Now it's down to 9,000 people. Yeah, I'm bringing in wood, but there isn't much else to bring in around Jackson. It's kind of a very resource-poor area. There's vegetables, but that's not accepted. Yeah, this part of the map, this southwest part of the map is totally... There's nothing here. So Jackson pretty much gets nothing. Let's keep upgrading these things here. Let's go... What's on this side here? Increase number of passengers, increase number of passengers. Or maybe increase the ticket price if I can find that one. Breweries in Cleveland. Nope, I don't want to buy that. I gotta choose one of these. Increase the number of passengers. Railroad enthusiasts. Let's get that one. Okay, we got another 10 million here.
Look, one of your trains is broken
buy
down.
some more. No, another 6%.
Is that
I'm trying my
actually
best.
an attempt of takeover?
There goes my company value again. 29%. Why can't I get loans? Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to just see, just before the end of 1861, I'm going to issue a bunch of bonds.
Oh, I
And
didn't think that
then
reporter would
we'll
actually
try to
write
buy
something
as much as
so
we
nasty
can out of
about
her.
you.
And we'll see how far we get. So August 6th. Got a 6 months, or less than 6 months now. But yeah, no, the rest of the scenario was pretty fun. Like, I built these 2 warehouses into Louisville, feeding into all the goods there. Though, on retrospect, I think there is a bottleneck here because all these warehouses are full. So so maybe just rethinking that if I ever have the chance to replay the scenario. If I ever replay this mission, I'll have to definitely get 2 stations in Louisville, because so we have enough trains coming in and out to deliver goods there. This whole thing about connecting up to Nashville, that was pretty fun, like getting the jewelry and all that. I completely ignored Knoxville, and oh look, you can see that she's expanded all over the place now. She's actually all the way in Charlotte now. Okay. Can do another 9 million here, so I'm gonna keep on buying. So 33%. October 10. I don't know if we're gonna make maybe 50%. We'll give that a shot and see. Probably not, though. But honestly, I just want this to be over so I can go play Conduct Deluxe, because yeah, I can tell. By the time I got the evening dresses shipped over, like, yeah, I think the scenario was already over by that point. Okay, 6 million. The task is about to expire, I know that. 7 million. Let's go take a look
One of your
at...
trains is broken down.
What the hell is my neighbor doing? I better go. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. You can probably hear a bit of tapping from up there. I'm not sure what the hell he's doing. Okay, so November. Gonna buy that. Going to go... Let's go buy as much... Actually, let's wait a bit. And I'm going to wait for the... It's slowed down a bit here. And then... Okay, 50... Let's just grab it. So 49 million. 54 million. Okay. And then... Let's go grab... Let's go buy... Around here. 14 million. Actually... Oh, we actually almost made it. Damn. So we have 73% of her.
Gamble all your money away,
We would need 100. There's an uptick. There's an upcharge So I mean, the rest of her shares would cost $96 million. So, I mean, if we had maybe 1 or 2 more years, maybe we could have done it. And if the bonds were really good. But unfortunately, we're not able to make it. So that is the end of the scenario. This was a good run. But I don't know. At least we played through most of it. So at least the most interesting parts of it. So I don't have any regrets here.
No, what
Oh, actually gives you music for that too. All right, folks, that is the end of today's part of the stream but the stream's not over. We're going to play some Conduct Deluxe after. So if you're interested in that, feel free to stick around. I know this is not really impressive, but yeah, it was a good try. So yeah, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then after that, we're going to be back with some Conduct Deluxe. So yeah, I'll be back, so don't go anywhere.